Yeah, it didn't die, so that's a plus. I figured, you know, to make up for not streaming yesterday, I'll get the new Rayquaza intro starting soon screen set up and everything, because you all paid for it, so I may as well get it set up. Today is the start of Wacky Week, where I have no plans. The plan is to whack off. You know, that's always a good plan when you start the day and you wake up. And Seabass, that's a great first time chat message. Only toes out in this flight. I appreciate that. And yeah, Ryusham, you all paid for that. Yeah, Merciless Gohan, no more edging. So this is the deck that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. I did like one test game and it went horribly. So that's why you should never have dreams and thoughts. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, thank you for the gift sub. Yeah, if you want different stream starting soon screens, just let me know, or just, you know, other things that I can buy. And Ryuigi, welcome in as well as another gift sub from Never Gonna Let Me Down. You must have had a very successful weekend. But yeah, just I like that Rayquaza starting soon screen. It's really nice. But this was my crazy plan. So the crazy plan was Cynthia's Roserade has an ability. You can use Cynthia's power weight to give it 200 HP. Okay, that's great. 200 HP, boost your damage. So you pair it with Froslass. The Froslass damages the Roserade. This guy does 10 damage for each damage counter on all your bench Cynthia's Pokemon. Something no one thought of. For the Win's definitely going to take this idea. And 2,400 made up dollars, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, like it was just a fun idea, right? Because you can put power weight on Roserade. Roserade can use reversal energy. I might want to increase the amount of reversals just so you can attack with Roserade more likely in a game. Team Rocket's Watchtower seems kind of dumb in a Froslass deck. But like it's an idea, right? It's definitely an idea that exists. I have the Emolga, which I'll probably cut, but this is all about testing. Today's stream was just about getting testy. I built a stage 1 grass type unplayable EX deck. Again, this was all spawned from my imagination, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just have a bunch of different. I built the Spidops Chen Pao. I have a Team Rocket's Muck. It's all the crazy ideas that I figured we kind of have to get through with Black Bolt and White Flare next week. And we're facing off against someone who cranks that Soldier Boy. Because it's you. Get it? It's you. Win Streak 1, anytime I can spread some cheeks. And the Cheese Fiend, yeah, don't tell those dirty YouTubers. They'll take my idea. For the Win will definitely take this idea. You know, Froslass boosts Cynthia's Spiritomb to unimaginable heights. All right, I mean, not a bad start. It's just, it was one of those crazy ideas that no one who's sane would ever be able to come up with. And it's like, oh, only Crazy Pilot could do it. This is a pretty... Hang on, is this actually a good start? Are we having a good start here? All right, yeah, I guess we just hit done. Do I want to put the Mist Energy on anybody? I feel like I don't. I feel like we just hit end turn, because you're only attacking with Roserade with a reversal energy. I only have 2. Again, maybe I should have more, because Roserade boosts itself. So it's attacks used by your Cynthia's Pokemon, not your other Cynthia's Pokemon. It's your Cynthia's Pokemon. 215 stream streak. Thank you for sticking it out. Clam Burglar, thanks for whipping it out for me 215 times. And Joby1, I'm always happy when there's potential for people to give me money. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Yeah. Why is this Garchomp player not putting Gibble down? But like, look at it. You get 4 Roserade in play. This thing's one-shotting Grimmsnarl and Charizard. And wait, no, you only need 3, right? You only need 3 Roserade in play, and you're one-shotting Grimmsnarl and Charizard. Again, these are the crazy ideas that YouTubers come up with when they're whacking off alone. And they're definitely not expecting Roserade to attack. It's just I noticed a hole, and I just went inside it as quickly as possible. And we're screwed. And we lose. I mean, the Mist Energy... Yeah, you want to Twitch Prime? Oh, there's a Badoo. Okay. So I guess it makes sense to item lock the... Does it make sense to item lock them? Because we're knocking out the Badoo, right? That seems better, right? Because we're just knocking out the Badoo. I may as well do that. Because don't forget, the Roselia gets the boost from Roserade. And we got some more basics. That's cool. All right, let's go Spike Sting for the KO and see what they can do. Of course, I Iono'd myself out of a playable hand. And you really have to play Cleffa in these types of decks. Eevee plus Roaring Moon, I would assume that it's something wacky. Oh, Joby1, we're playing... This is going to be a chaotic, frenetic, breakneck pace stream where I just play everything. There's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing going on here. I have no idea what's happening. Hey, there's a possibility, but I would imagine it's just Flareon, and then they have, yeah, it's just probably Flareon Roaring Moon or something. No, a normal stream has some sort of theme. This stream has no theme. Like, typically, I'll play the same deck for 3 hours. I ain't playing the same deck for 3 hours. We're playing, like, the same deck one game each. All right, so here we go. Let us Night Stretcher for a Roselia. And I guess I just hit the Gritty, and we just get rid of the Bravery Charm and hope for some basics. That is a basic. Not quite the basic I wanted, but I mean, we can... The thing is, we can knock out the dude next turn. That's the cool thing. Dude can get knocked out next turn. So I believe that's what we do. We just give him the old rope-a-dope. And Seabass, no, there's no Monkey Dory. There's no room. If there was room for Monkey Dory, yes, 100% I would put Monkey Dory in the deck. But you have Froslass to damage your Roserade. Again, we're just testing decks. Usually this is the stuff I do off stream, but considering we're so close to the end of the format, I just thought I'd blow my entire load right now and just let things happen. The theme tonight is losing. Hey, the theme tonight is having fun with friends who pay you to be your friend and who get their 24 pack hour glasses for TCG Pocket because they checked the pin message. And Ryuigi, I know. And yeah, Black Bolt and White Flare is 9 days away. And TQ pretty much. All right, let's send up this guy. Yeah, we are danger close to Black Bolt and White Flare. I still have to do the Rogue Decks video will be tomorrow. And sure, I may as well attach to you. And then we'll do that. And yeah, this deck needs like a Cleffa or a Pheasantipity or something. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just put the Badoo down. And yeah, literally 10 damage short now, so I have to go get the Badoo. The stupid... Who's playing Ancient Booster? Jose? No, you've watched my videos. You know there's nothing good from Black Bolt and White Flare. Oh, yeah, we don't even know. So Thursday is going to be a very busy day. It is the reveal of the Battle Pass free decks. We'll probably get the patch notes for the Black Bolt and White Flare update, which will be a week today. So I will stream a week today. It's just, it depends on when. And Mark, yes, still alive, unfortunately. And what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, and then it's also Mega Evolution. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. That's what I mentioned as well. And TQ, oh no, but you checked my top 10 list, right? My top 10 list, Air Balloon was #1. Cheese Fiend, don't forget about Mist Energy. Mist Energy blocks Roaring Moon. So you'll have to play an Enhanced Hammer or something. You'll have to get hammered. And Lena, did I make a Mythic Quest joke? If I did, it was unintentional. And Jaw, no, they're Spiritomb. It's just I'm sucking butt right now. And we're having fun. Yeah, so we're probably just gonna lose now. I need to fix the list. I think 4 reversal gives you a backup attacker. You know, maybe the bravery charm might be whacking off a little too hard. I think the bravery charms can be cut, because I was thinking with bravery charm that also boosts Spiritomb, and like if you let a Spiritomb take a hit, that's good. But I think it's just you cut the bravery charm, and that'll make room for a few other things. And maybe you just get rid of the Badoo and you have Cleffa. And TQ, you're welcome. Yeah, I still have the Road Dex video. I'll do that tomorrow. If you couldn't tell, I am dragging my feet when it comes to the... I'm very much dragging my feet when it comes to the new Dex video, because there's very few. You'd be surprised how very few new decks there are that are good. So I'm kind of delaying gratification on that one. So the Road Dex is actually coming out before the new Dex, which is like the opposite of what I normally do. And then there's a video that I was planning on doing that's actually quite big, that it wouldn't necessarily be competitive. It would sort of mix competitive and collective. I'm just not sure it would do well. But I mean, if it does well, then I'm rolling in the sauce. I'm goated in the sauce. Jose, no, that was... You got it. Why aren't you watching my old decks with new cards video? Jeez, Jose. Very disappointed in you. Every question you're asking has an answer already. No, because the new decks have to be brand new decks. They can't be... And Mark, thank you. Yes, I'm great. Thank you. Please keep telling me how amazing I am. So this game started out really strong, and then it kind of... Oh, man. Mark, oh, just based me with compliments, Mark. Yeah, Jose's definitely a fake fan. You should be watching these videos every single day. All right, well, that's an unfortunate top deck. Let's just do 110. At least get some respect here. The issue is just, you have to go so fast with this deck. You have to go so stupidly fast that I don't even know if Arven is correct here. Because you need to have like 2 Froslass, and then you want to have 3 Roserade in play, and then you just want to be attacking with Spiritomb every single turn. Okay, that's fine. If I top deck a Roserade, we're going to make this slightly more respectable. Maybe Trolley. No, what is the ace? Hang on, what is the ace? What is the ace spec in this deck? It's probably unfair stamp because I do play Arven. All right, well, let's, we're 110. I'll concede, save us the time. And Mark, yeah, you'll learn a lot more. But Lena, what was the Mythic Quest joke? You've piqued my interest. I didn't even check my... Yeah, I didn't even check my quest today. It was unfair? All right, so... Oh, okay, it is unfair. I was like, did I forget? So let's cut the Badoo. Let's cut the Emolga. Let's go 4 reversals. I think we just... Yeah, we'll cut the 2 Mist Energy. How many? Yeah, we have 1 Rescue Board. The Bravery Charms can go as well. The Watchtower. I guess, what if we just go like 2 Artazon, 2 Fartazon. We have 4 Poffin. We have a TM Evolution. I mean, I guess a Cleffa is just like your safety precaution. I feel like we don't need the trolley when we're just filling our balls, right? We need another unfair stamp, that's for sure. Ow. So we have 2 bosses. Like, I could put... Oh, no, that's Pooty Shoe. That's Pooty Shoe. Brock Scout. We don't need Brock. We need... we'll get rid of Iris. I think we just go, like, research and pray. Research, and we just don't... we don't suck. Or we could just go Morty. Actually, let's put a Super Rod in here. You know, we'll have a research just as like a safety precaution. So let's try this out. All right, so we have 2 Ultra Ball. We have a TM Evolution. Again, the Ultra Ball, we may have to up that count. You know, maybe we can cut the Pokegear and go like 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Great Ball. And, you know, maybe we need more Frost. I don't know. It's so tough to say. Like, you have to get off to a fast start. So we'll try the trolley and we'll see what happens. We'll try the trolley. And you always go second, of course. But I think, oh yeah, they shared something very weird on Twitter today on the PDCGL account. Very, very weird. The top 10 most used Pokemon in Destined Rivals. It only counts fully evolved, so it doesn't count the basics. And Shaman is more, what, almost doubled? Or no, not double Typhlosion, but clearly it's Shaman is number 1. So, I mean, that's cool. But it's like, why is this the information we want? Just, you can track this stuff? You can track this stuff and we're just finding out about this now? All right, well, let's yeah, wait, Spidops is below Mewtwo? Who's playing Mewtwo without Spidops? Or hang on. Maybe it's expanded because it counts all game types. Oh no, it's standard format all game types, not all game modes. Okay. Again, very strange. Yeah, Mewtwo, like they're playing Mimikyu ahead of That's so weird. Who's playing Mewtwo without Spidops? which people? I gotta quote tweet that. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. But it could be a funny thing to say, like, who's out here playing Mewtwo without their without Spidops? All right, so let's go Arven for Buddy-Buddy Poffin and Power Weight, because apparently we're just never going to find what we need. And then we go Roselia, Spiritomb. Yeah, we gotta trick the people. Okay, so they're probably going to take the lead here, but that's okay. Oh, and my tweet about Cubchoo got lots of people upset today. People clearly didn't realize Cubchoo was a card, and then I made them think it's absolutely goated. I'll show you the Cubchoo in a second. I gotta do the quote tweet. Hey, how do you quote tweet this thing? How? Uh-oh. I just accidentally unfollowed the Pokemon company. Oh, they're gonna have my balls for this one. I gotta refollow them. How do you quote tweet a thing? Okay, quote. Okay, there we go. There we go. But you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense that a basic would see more play, but you're playing like 2 Mewtwo versus 4 Spidops. So there's double the Spidops. So you think, again, Spidops would be number 1. All right, so all we need to do is get a reversal, and we're fine. That's it. Just get a reversal, we win the game. Probably. Well, probably not. But if we get a reversal, we win the game. Guaranteed. I guarantee you a victory if we can get a reversal this turn. That crap. That ain't happening. All right, well, maybe we can stamp them into nothing, or... Well, I mean, they can get an Ethan's advantage. We can't really stamp them into nothing, can we? I guess yeah, we'll go get the stamp. They're just gonna go get Ethan's adventure. I will I guess we bring up the Sudowoodo. I TM evolution this guy. Sure, let's put the Spiritomb down. Jet energy to you. And Joby we gotta focus on the tweet though. And then of course we get the reversal on the other end. Okay, that's cool. Love that. So awesome. Wish we could do that more often. All right, well let's get the Froslass. Let's just get that going right now. And then we'll get the Roserade. I don't know why I did that line of play. I was kind of tilted. So, but it's also the fact that Mewtwo is what, 300,000 ahead? It's 300,000 ahead of Spidops or something crazy? And yeah, Shaman being at 3.1 million, that makes sense. But like, I wasn't expecting Shaman to be that high, right? Who's out here expecting Shaman to be that high? It's only new cards. So it's only Destined Rivals cards. It's only fully evolved Destined Rivals cards. It's nothing old. So it has to be from the new set. That's a wacky list. So now I believe we lose the game simply because my opponent is going to win the game. That is very expert analysis. Do we knock out the Typhlosion right now? Okay, hang on. Math time. 60, 91, 21. We're literally and figuratively 10 damage short. Seriously? All right, well, they don't have a very good hand right now. Well, it's not surprising given, you know, its usage. It's just the fact that it's 3.1 million. The fact that it's been played 3.1 million times feels kind of weird, right? Because it's not like you necessarily have... Like, we're not in a huge hitting the bench format. We're in a huge punishing abilities and punishing and taking advantage of abilities format. And Windstream, well, any deck that's afraid of getting, you know, your bench sniped plays it. It's just weird that it's so high. All right, well, we're gonna butt blast them to oblivion. I would like some more basics. That'd be pretty sweet. We're gonna send them down to 3. Maybe. Wait, is that line? I can't even tell if that's lined up. All right, so I think it's fine to use Artazon here. Giving them an Artazon, you know, if they find a Super Rod, yeah, they're gonna like that, but whatever. We obviously Iono them down to 3. I don't even know if I'm taking a knockout, to be completely honest with you. I'm starting to think that my brilliant idea wasn't so brilliant. Oh, God. Oh no. My brilliant idea has been foiled once again. What is this? Is my idea a Charizard? Because it's foiled. Eh? Yeah, so I don't think we win this one. We'll try the Precious Trolley. This is kind of what happened in my testing, is that it just kind of didn't work. I think we go Precious Trolley. We cut out, like, an Artazon. We need 2 Froslass. Your bench essentially has to be 2 Froslass, 3 Roserade, and then you just keep attacking with Spiritomb. That's all you want to do. And Crypto, according to people on the forums, it does. What do you mean? Of course Shaman protects your bench. I could have attacked with Roselia, but whatever. All right, well, there's another Roserade. Great timing, buddy. Really, really useful. All right, well, we prized a Snorunt. Let's go. Attach to you. Raging Curse. Oh, I got a Raging Curse. Lena, I don't think so. Right? Because you'd have to play Area 0. I mean, maybe. Right? Because then I could play like Squawkabilly, but this deck requires so much setup. I don't know, and it's like you got to buy yourself a turn because you're not doing anything first turn. Yeah, with Trolley, but it's like you go Arven for Trolley, and you have to hope you start Area 0. So it's like you have to hope you start Area 0, hope you start a Terra, then Trolley, and then they just bump it, and then you're back to where you started. And Joby1, that's what we'll try. I will listen to chat's advice. We will go for a Precious Trolley. You have swayed me. All right, yeah, I kind of figured they'd be able to get some things back. But if we can, you know, top deck something good here, you never know. Because it seems like they have conceded this prize because they have a 2-prize lead. They're just like, yeah, I'll just let you body my Cyndaquil. That's fine. But that's the problem, is you need a faster start. I think you maybe, ooh, okay. I think you maybe just take the risk. Oh no, that's just mean. That is what we call a mean play, going with the Hero's Cape. All right, so I have to send up the Froslass. I think we only had the one rescue board, and I think we're out of Jet Energy, so unless I top deck a Night Stretcher, crap. Because I think we're screwed now. Yeah, there's the Night Stretcher, and then we don't have a way to retreat. So what's I guess the game plan here is just go get the Spiritomb, put Spiritomb down, attach the Darkness Energy, Countercatcher, give myself some Sudowoodo, and then go into you and oh yeah, no, they probably. Do you think they have fighting energy in this deck? My issue with single prize versus single prize is that whoever takes the first prize has like a 90% chance of winning. And they had a switch. Well, cool. At least they pounded my butt respectfully. You know, it's one thing to get your butt pounded disrespectfully. They pounded it respectfully. And we tip our cap to them. And this is definitely a candidate for like Brave Bangle or something. I think that would help some issues. All right, so Precious Trolley we want in here. We want to cut some Poffins. Let's go with one. Yeah, we got rid of the stamp. Trolley problems. Let's go. Yeah, let's get rid of the Artazon. Get that. I mean, I feel like I don't need 10. Yeah, we don't need 10 energy in this deck. Okay, so we have 2 Countercatcher, 2 bosses, 2 Pokegear. I mean, redeemable ticket doesn't really help. Area 0 could be a thing. Is there any other stadium that makes any sort of sense? Like, I guess an Artazon. You know, Gravity Mountain might not be the dumbest thing. Yeah, Lively Stadium doesn't really make sense. Postwick, Pokemon League HQ doesn't. I mean, Town Store would be maybe the only other thing. Beach Court, no, because I play 3 Jet, and we have, you know, 2 rescue board, so I think that's okay. Four Power Weight, 4 Arven, 4 Iono. We got the Trolley. We have a TM Evolution. I guess Energy Search is not a bad idea. Oh, Energy Search. And Clan Burglar, because I'm trying to impress all my friends. You know, they come here for special content. I give them the most special content they've ever seen. I want them to think that I'm special. And Cheese, well, the problem there is Calamitous Snowy Mountains only works if you attach to a basic. So I would have to attach to the Roselia and prematurely Yeah, there you go, and prematurely do it. But it's like there's an Emolga. There's an Emolga that allows me to do 10 damage to each bench Pokemon. But the problem is that takes up a bench spot, and if they don't knock it out, that kind of sucks. Yeah, you don't want to do it prematurely. I think we just play with our great balls. I think we just make sure our balls are great, and we'll play. We'll see how this goes, and then we'll test out Muck after this one, because again, we're bouncing. Pretend I'm a trampoline and just bounce on my face. Clan Burglar, I'm impressing my friends, okay? We only got unlucky because we faced a deck that has a good matchup against us. The fact that Spiritomb doesn't hit for weakness does kind of suck, though. Doesn't this deck have like 14 basics? It has 4... Sorry, it has 11. Sorry, it only has 11. Yeah, there's some people in here who don't have any balls. Okay, so we'd open with the Spiritomb. Of course, we cut out... Did I cut out the Pokegear? Or did I leave the Pokegear in there? But it doesn't look like this is going to be an Arven turn 1 turn. So all that thinking meant nothing. And TQ, Gothitelle, I don't think I'm going to put Gothitelle in the Road Decks video or any video. But one of the cards that I do have in that video is... Oh, God. Is this guy. I totally forgot about this one. This guy is going to be in the video. We did just top deck an Arven, so we'll talk about Scrafty in a second. We got to get that trolley, baby, and I did leave the Pokegear in there. Of course, we don't have an energy. That would make too much sense. So we just go rescue board, put that on the Snorunt, and I guess... Yeah, we don't really need Cleffa. 2, 3, this is great. We have everybody. Everybody's here. We just needed one of our 9 energy, and we would have been fine. Of course, we didn't get one of our 9 energy. That would have made too much freaking sense. Good God. All right, well, there's a decent chance they can't do anything. All right, so yeah, there we go. There we go. There's the Scrafty. So flip a coin for each darkness Pokemon you have in play. 60 damage for each. 6 times 6 is 360. You know, you play it with the poison package. You got Mochi, you got Brute Bonnet, you got Perilous Jungle. It works with Reversal Energy. It works with Janine's Secret Fart. I mean, it has a chance. I'm not saying it's good, and that's why it's in the Road Decks video, but, I mean, it definitely has a chance. And Lena, it's not a donk deck. It's more for the Binding Mochi, but if they happen to, you know, get donked, that's okay. But yeah, the tweet this morning. People were not excited about this card. People are calling this a goated card. I don't think it's as good. I think any card that uses Corner is better than Cubchoo. Cubchoo just, they can't attack. Cool, but they can still retreat. Right? You can still retreat the next turn, and that's like the whole point is like, yeah, they can just retreat. They can't attack, but they can retreat. So a Corner is better. Like you definitely play this in tandem with like a Corner card, and Sudowoodo literally would have top decked it. I literally would have top decked the freaking Darkness Energy. I could have prematurely gotten the TM evolution, but PDCGL hates me. All right, so let's go Iono. If we get a Reversal Energy, we're probably knocking out the Zard. I don't know. Let's try. We got a reversal. That's pretty good, but we didn't get anything else. Funny thing is, they can't knock out they can't knock out my Roserade. That's pretty funny. They cannot knock out my Roserade, so let's pound its butt. And little do they know, if they hit into my Roserade, they're setting me up for basically the rest of the game, and I don't need Froslass. Obviously, they're probably going to get the baby Blaziken and screw me over, but this is pretty cool. So yeah, a lot of people, like, this is a control card. There's the Elgium that moves energy around. There's the Cubchoo that prevents them from attacking. So people are like, oh, pair this with Spidops EX. that increases their retreat cost, and then they can't attack. So yes, this will be used in stall decks and control decks. So that's going to be interesting. But I still think a corner card that prevents retreating is better than preventing attacking. But I was more or less focused on the fact that it's called Snotted Up. Like the attack, like that's the English version of the card. I got it from PokeRev's video. Oh my god, I watched so many unboxing videos to get the set list, and then PokeBeach just posts it, and it's like, wow, I could have done 0 effort and gotten there. Oh baby, we got a beefy Spiritomb now. You've activated my trap card. All right, so we go energy. Wait, we have a Night Stretcher. Yeah, we go Energy Search plus Power Weight, and then that goes there. Energy Search, get the darkness. See? It's actually working. I don't think I'm going to make a video out of this, but like the strat is working. And then we go retreat. We have a rescue board on this guy. We probably just... No, we probably hold on to the TM evolution just as a safety precaution. Because I have a lot of unevolved Pokemon in play. And there's a bunch of cards I don't want to research away. So the strategy works. 200 HP on a Roserade that hits for a Grass Weakness and does a minimum of 110 for a reversal. Not bad. Why did the Blaziken disappear? And let's see, what else did I have? Oh yeah, it was the... Okay, they're forcing me to retreat. I guess we give them a Snorunt? Sure. Right, it was Frillish. And so it's called Oceanic Gloom is the attack name. I thought that was a really cool name, except then I realized that Gloom is the name of a Pokemon. So it's kind of weird to give a Pokemon the attack name of another Pokemon. That'd be like calling it Oceanic Beartic or something. Oceanic Gloom, that's just the name of a Pokemon. You can't just name something the name of a Pokemon. All right, so I will have to like two-shot the Blaziken unless I get all the Roserade this turn. But I think Oceanic Gloom is just a really crazy cool attack name. Okay, so we can bosses the Torchic. But I think I just Arven for Poffin and Power Weight. We go for another Spiritomb. Or do I just get another Roselia? Yeah, sure, let's get another Roselia. We don't need another Spiritomb yet. And then they can't attack again this turn, which is hilarious. We go retreat. 240, that's nuts. We could have taken the knockout if I got... Okay, we couldn't have taken the knockout, but we could have made it more interesting. It's just the fact that Spiritomb doesn't hit for weakness kind of sucks a huge butt. You know, again, I was whacking off. I go through the set list multiple times. Like, I don't just go through the set list once and like, oh, cool, those cards exist. I go through them all the time. Here's what Emboar looks like in English if you're curious. They didn't put any effort into this card. All right, this is gonna go Scratch. Ooh, they're using Scratch. Oh, we win this one. Yeah, it's not, again, 9 days away. We are 9 days away from a brand new format, and I am excited for that. All right, so let's get rid of these two. We're gonna go for another Roserade. Do you say Roserade or Roserade? I always flip-flop between the two like they're women. Like they're twins, you know? That's why you always get twins, is you get one for half the week and then you get a day off. All right, so if they put a Charizard down, we can knock that out with a Roserade and a Reversal Energy. Roserade, Roserade, Piper. Oceanic Goon, yeah, there we go. Miles, I would much rather take a Jungle Dump. Roserade. Fast Raid. And prediction game for how long? The maximum is 600 seconds. So the default, like if you don't put a time in for how long you want to time somebody out, the default is 600 seconds, and I believe that is the maximum. Yeah, so my God, yeah. So road decks video tomorrow. I will try to get the new decks video up this weekend, but Thursday, I will probably do the Battle Pass free decks on Thursday, and then the Mega Evolution on Friday. So it's going to be like maybe 2 streams this week. I'm sorry. It's a little crazy. And then, yes, I was able to confirm you are going to be able to blast someone's axe starting next week. And that is amazing. I cannot wait to blast everyone's axe. Press 1 if you want me to blast someone's axe. Okay, let's just take the KO. You know, no one seemed to enjoy the fact that I went out of my way, because it's like axes, like, I want to blast your axe. And everyone's just like, oh, this makes Regidrago V-Star better. It also makes Slowking better. I talked about that in the video. But it's just the name. Like, do they not say the names of these aloud? Like, oh yeah, baby, let me blast your axe. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, get ready, I'm gonna cross-cut, and then cross-cut me real hard, then I'm gonna blast your axe. So just, again, some of these choices. Oh, they finally clued in that the Roserade is the problem. What would you name the attack? Not Ass Blast. What would I name the attack? Well, I would not name it Ass Blast. That is a safe bet of something that I would not choose to do. All right, well, why not? Okay, maybe you swayed me. Maybe I will. Actually, I think in the long run, the Froslass is better than a Roserade. So let's go. Let's Pokegear in case I get, yeah, like an Arven or something. And then we can thin the deck out of a couple cards. Let's get the Rescue Board and the Great Ball. Yeah, Basic Pounder with cheese. So yeah, it's like instead of Axe Blast, why not like Axe Blast on your axe? Pain in my axe. I would have called it Pain in my axe. Or, you know, hunt the axe, finger the axe. You know, there's so many things I could have done. It's like, you know, just come on, Pokemon Company. We expect more from you. They're also, my opponent's playing a lot of weird cards in their deck. They got Maxrod and Charizard. They got Rhyme. They got Cyrano. They got Cypher Maniac. There we go, TQ. And I'll probably end up pinning someone's comment if they make something, somebody comments something good. So make sure you redeem that code for TCG Pocket. If you're watching on the VOD channel, I'm going to post it in the chat right now. Or, you know, you can just go on my Twitter, or sorry, my Blue Sky. It was on my Blue Sky account that I posted it. And yeah, like Thursday should be a very fun day. They revealed the Shedinja today. Shedinja kind of sucks. The Cinderace that I kind of talked about, and people are like, wait, Cinderace, where's that? And it's like, well, there haven't been any good card reveals, so I haven't been able to do a card reveal video. My opponent wants me to beat them off right now, don't they? They're asking me to beat them off. But I think I can unequivocally say that this deck is not as good as I thought it was. I mean, I wasn't expecting a ton of great things, but I was expecting a little bit more. Stellar Fish, welcome in. The problem with Team Rocket's Venture Bomb is that the ideas I have for that is like King Gambit, right? You play King Gambit with it. It's a little, what the hell does, oh, that's like look at 4, get 2. And G46A, damn straight, thank you for the sub. Remember, it's Prime Day, so if you subscribed for Prime, you can use your Prime sub here. I will, I probably will subscribe to Sunny or something. And yeah, remember that Gothitelle card we were talking about earlier? This is that Gothitelle card. It will not be in my road decks video as like an actual deck that I feature. But I think if you pair it with Seismitoad, Seismitoad is going to be featured in the video. Oh, sorry, not Seismitoad, the other one, Crocodile, sorry, Crocodile. Not Seismitoad, Crocodile. Seismitoad is, there's no synergy there. Crocodile, so yeah, Crocodile does 240 if they have 3 or fewer cards in their hand. Gothitelle forces them to shuffle draw 3. Crocodile also forces them to discard cards from hand, so it's like Arbok EX, but worse. And my god, you have no idea how bad Black Bolt and White Flare is. Normally when it comes to a road decks video, I'm like struggling to figure out the top 5 because there's so many options. Here, I was struggling to figure out the top 5 because there's like 2 options. It's Tortuga and Reuniqueless are the only 2 that I'm actually confident in. The other ones are just so bad. Like you look at Seismitoad, and yeah, I can do 280. It's pretty easy to do that. I'm not ragging on that, but it takes 3 energy, so you have to use Ignition or Reversal. And it tops out at 280, so you're basically just playing Typhlosion, a less consistent Typhlosion, which is really sad. And yeah, do you see Nidoqueen? We're going to Muck, okay? So this is Muck Froslass, then I have Muck Brute Bonnet. I'm not really sold on the list that I created for the Brute Bonnet one. Volcanion seems kind of dumb. But for this one, Gooped Up, so Gwyneth Paltrow's favorite card. They're confused and they can't retreat. Right? You pair that with Froslass. Can't hate that. Hazardous Venom, you know, you put 3 energy on this, it can do a decent amount of damage. So just confusing and not letting them retreat seems kind of powerful, doesn't it? Like, it's at least an option. Yeah, Stellar Wish. Reuniqueless is Typhlosion with extra steps. Seismitoad is Typhlosion with extra steps. That's the problem, and I'm going to have to pin that one. And that's a Coldplay joke. Good job, Stellar Wish. Okay, do I want to go first? What the hell am I playing? No, you never go first. And Stellar Wish, it's not even that great for updating current archetypes. Okay. Let's force their foot. We have nothing going on anyways. Let's force their foot. They're playing a Mewtwo deck. Okay, well, that sucks. But that was the thing. It's like, you look at any new cards from Black Bolt and White Flare, and you're like, this is just like that old deck we have, but it's worse. Like, yes, Air Balloon makes every deck better. So yeah, Air Balloon, everything better. Brave Bangle makes every single prize deck better. Merciless Gohan. I included Archeops in the old decks with new cards. That was my post-credit scene. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Yeah, there you go. We gotta find it. We gotta test the theory. See, there you go. You play 1 Mewtwo and 3 or 4 Spidops. It makes no sense that people are playing Mewtwo more than Spidops. Even if you go by this notion that, like, yeah, you're putting down Mewtwo more, you're putting down like 3 Spidops for every 1 Mewtwo. And Joby-Wan, yes, it does. Because what if you prize your precious trolley? Prizing your precious trolley as we can't use Pokemon League HQ. I still think we bump it just because we kind of have to. The Sneasel will, I mean, maybe the Sneasel has to get knocked out. All right, let's just thin everybody out and, you know, go crazy. Yeah, it just, because what if you prize the precious trolley? Ooh, this is great. I forgot about the TM evolution in the deck. So we'll go get Snorunt. We are definitely going to lose this game, but what if we didn't? And I thought I saw only one Froslass. Yeah, we only have one Froslass. Probably should have checked before I, you know, did all that, but whatever. But it's just, what if you prize the Precious Trolley? Then your Conkeldurr deck is kind of just screwed. Now you can go for a full Poffin build, increase the early game consistency. You're not relying on, you know, the 10% chance that a card is prized. And it also helps later on in the game, because you don't want to have Artazon as your stadium in a Conkeldurr deck. You want to have either Perilous Jungle or Gravity Mountain. So this way you can just have 4 Poffin. Throughout the entire game, you're recycling Timber, so it does make it quite a bit better. But yeah, the Archeops, I can't really build an Archeops deck. As I mentioned in the old decks with new cards video, Archeops is probably going to be something that sees play once once Dusknoir is nerfed. So once we see the Psyduck, whenever the Psyduck comes out, that's when Archeops might take the place of Dusknoir, or at least see a little bit more play. And Epic, welcome in. Thank you for coming. But it's like, yeah, we got Tool Scrapper, we got Air Balloon, we have Brave Bangle. We have things, they're just not that amazing. What the hell is this hand? What's all this then? All right, well, I guess we attach to this guy. Yeah, just my thought with this deck was that we try not to lose. And, you know, you put Lead HQ into play. That maybe slows them down a little bit. All right, they're probably going to go for the Froslass. That's who I would go for. Oh, they're going for the Monkey. Okay. I wonder if they realize that I can Corrosive Sludge them. I got a Bravery Charm. That's fine. At this juncture, I think we are just going to Corrosive Sludge and see what happens, because I got nothing going on. We got to rework this list. Maybe Sneasel's dumb. Maybe I'm trying to force that a little bit too much, because it's like, yeah, it's fine. A copy is fine. But do we really need it? All right, so let's go Ultra Ball away the Devo and the Cleffa. Go get the Muck. Oh, no, we'll go get the Pheasant Stibbity. We kind of need the Stibbity at this point. We need to draw some cards, is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, hello. Okay, so unfortunately, I have to do all this. We're going to go get the Muck. Oh, I'm going to get all gooped up. Oh, yeah, baby, goop me up. Oh, I want to get covered in your goop. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so gooped up for you. Oh, you want to get gooped up for me, baby? Oh, yeah. Let's get gooped up together. All right, I think we just stamp them, right? We just... I think maybe we hold the stamp. Right, because we're confusing them. They don't have Farticuno. We're confusing them. We're putting some damage. I have the Crispin for next turn, which does seem kind of important, because we need to get a Darkness Energy for Monkey Dory, because I went a little overboard with the Pheasantipity. And it was also, you know, to bait out a Spidops, right? They're probably going to have to hard retreat. This way they have to attack with Spidops. Yes, they can knock me out, and that's going to suck. Though they do need an energy, and they don't currently have one in the discard pile, though that doesn't really matter. All right, they can't retreat. Thank you, Riouiji. I don't even know my own deck. So there you go. Yeah, the Mewtwo is just kind of stuck there. See, I forget cards. I'm dumb. You know, I was thinking too hard about getting gooped up. They're just going to Giovanni, I guess. But if they... Okay. They're flipping. They're flipping through the pain. And the cool thing is we can knock out the Mewtwo here. I just don't even know, like, the Sneasel kind of goes against the strategy of the deck. It's a Froslass Monkey Dory deck. I feel like the Sneasel isn't necessary. Right? Because if I knock out the Mewtwo, that doesn't really help. It's just like, oh, I knock out their Mewtwo and then they just start attacking with Spidops. We don't want that. Ooh, Tails? Ah, crap. They erased my balls. Okay, so they're still confused. That's not very nice, Clamber. You're really on one today. You know, you're not being my friend today. I thought we had something. All right, well, let's see if we get an energy. We did not. So that goes there. I'm going to Crispin for Darkness and Psychic. So we put the Darkness. Yeah. Oh, I always... Every time. Every damn time. And then... I think we keep the Pokemon Lead HQ in play because I don't want them to hit me with a Wobbuffet. I don't want to get wobbed in the butt. All right, then we go 1, 2, 3. That's great. Hit him with the old unfair stamp. And then, of course, we just get the energy anyways. Cool. Love that. Super fun. All right. Yeah, I mean, the problem is this is basically just turning into a Froslass Munkidori Badoo deck. The muck isn't really anywhere to be seen. There's no muck here. And see, again, that's why I put the damage on that Spidops. We gotta masterfully bait them here. Thank you. That's amazing. That's what we wanted. And Cheese, I have a VOD channel. This will be posted on the VOD channel eventually. We got Colress's Thicacity. That's useless. Let's go Artazon. Yeah, Team Rocket's Energy. Let's get that out of the deck. Yeah, we're just gonna hit him with the old Itchy Pollen again. Oh, I forgot to Munkidori. Whatever. The card wasn't glowing. Will it be a VOD exclusive? This will be a VOD exclusive, yes. This will be a VOD exclusive. I scheduled the Persian. I made an executive decision, a pilot's decision. I decided I will not be making a YouTube video out of the Persian stream. Damn it. What I did is I found out that my balls were not tingling hard enough. Also, when I got to it, I found out that, oh, hey, something really cool is happening. It's an hour and 20 minutes for 3 games. That is a terrible, terrible return on investment there. All right, so let's go. We got the Lead HQ in play. So we heal you. Let's put it on. I mean, I still don't think I want to take a knockout. We just want to keep everyone kind of somewhat damaged emotionally, like it's a woman. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. So actually, maybe we do knock out the Wob. I know we have a Darkness Energy. So I think, yeah, maybe we just knock out the Wob here. That sucks. All right. Oh, right. We can't. Whatever. Whatever. As long as the Lead HQ sticks, we'll be fine. Though in that situation, maybe I should have Artazon. You know, I'm playing a little bit too quick because, again, I know this isn't going to be made into a YouTube video. I definitely scrapped my plans for that Persian video because you would not believe how long a couple of those games were. I can't remember what it was, but the last game that I was going to feature, oh my God, it was like a 45-minute game. How long until For the Win takes this idea? Probably not long. You know, every idea, I'm expecting For the Win to be lurking in the background here. You know For the Win is lurking. Yeah, well, the Gardevoir game took about 25 minutes, but it was rough. Like, I could spend a ton of time, you know, figuring out like, oh, I'll cut these parts out of it and trim them down. There's no use. There's no reason to trim all these down. There's no reason to trim the hedges. It was rough. It was rough. Okay, can we get the psychic energy? We can get the psychic energy. Okay, so let's heal the Pheasant Skibidi. I believe we just knock out the Mewtwo, right? Yeah, we'll knock out the Mewtwo because I have Gravity Gemstone and a few things. No, we're not going to use Scratch because we got to do some things. Prized all of our energy, apparently. That's cool. Okay, so they're kind of doing our job for us. We just hit them with the... I mean, I can strike the Sleeper. I can knock out a Spidops, but no, I think we just knock out the Wob. Let's take the one with the least amount. And then... yeah, let's go Arven. Arven. All right, and then they'll probably take a KO. That's okay. Crap, forgot about that. That's fine. We'll Gemstone. I keep forgetting about Pokemon League HQ. Whatever. Maybe I bring up the Mimikyu in that situation. I don't know. But this is what happens when I don't care enough. You know, the YouTube audience gets all my attention. And right now I'm focusing on Black Bolt and White Flare so much. And I'm, you know, reacquainting myself with Mega Evolution because we're going to get probably a few more. We're probably going to get like those 4 reveals. Right, because Pokebeach revealed that Mega Kangaskhan is happening. There's Mega Mawile, which has less hit points. Believe it or not, Mega Mawile has less hit points than Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which is insane to me. And Riwiji, yes, I know, I screwed that up. That's my bad. So, yeah, Mega Mawile giving up an extra prize card and having 10 less hit points than Mewtwo. The card better be insane. Let's put it that way. The card better be absolutely nutso. Okay, so let's go Counter Catcher this one. Because they have overextended themselves. We can... oh, yeah, we can draw 3. There's a Fartazon. Okay, we are deep inside them right now. Actually, let's use the Poffin. I don't know why I play so many Poffin when I know that I can't, you know, do things. So we currently don't have anybody we need. Hang on. What do I need? I can put the Murkrow down and use Torment. That'd be pretty funny. So I need that Darkness Energy if I want to use Monkey Dory. And we can't. So that's cool. All right, so let's put that there. Hit him with the old Adrenabrain to this guy. I think an Iono to 2 is in order. Yeah, let's just do an Iono to 2. And then I should strike the Sleeper on the Wobbuffet because that's like the next closest one to attacking. Yeah? Genius? Am I a genius? Oh, I think I'm a genius. Just don't recall all the mistakes I've made. And do I believe in Mega Dragonite? I don't even know all the Mega Pokemon that exist. They did the leak. They've leaked all the Megas before. I can't keep up with that stuff. I'm too old, okay? I'm way too old. I can't remember this stuff. Oh, it's a confirmed leak? Okay, so we just gave them we gave them Earthen Vessel and Night Stretcher. Yep. Oh, right. I shouldn't have knocked out the Wob effect because that put an energy in the discard pile. Ah, that's fine. I'd like to remind everyone that I Iono'd them to 2, and I gave them Ariana, Night Stretcher, and Earthen Vessel. The 3 cards that they needed to play the game. So again, this is why you never use Iono. Iono is a lie. It's kind of insane how much of a lie Iono is. If I still had that de-evolution, we'd be able to win, but PDCGL decided it hates my face. All right, so we go Arven for Night Stretcher. Monkey Dory, we go monkeying around. Okay, so I can torment the active, and then we lose, right? So that's, wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah, so we just lose now. One more turn would have been the difference. If I could have just had one more turn, we would have won, but unfortunately, it ain't happening. There is no prediction. What do you mean is this a prediction game? There is no prediction. Okay, so we'll do a prediction for this one. We'll make a couple of changes. We'll relook at the list. I think, you know, the Murkrow seems kind of dumb. I think the strat is just muck. Right? Actually, if I retreated into the Pheasantipity, we might have been fine, but they probably have a Giovanni or something. Why don't you believe in me? Who bet 7.9 thousand? Who bet 8,000 I'm not going to win? All right, so let's edit the deck. This is a bit too much energy for my liking. I think we go down to a 2. Like, the thing is, they can just retreat. So, yeah, we'll get rid of these guys. We'll have... Maybe we go for, like, a 3 and 3, and then we cut that down to 2, 2, 2. And then Night Stretcher. And then I think maybe we cut the Gravity Gemstone. And Poffin isn't that amazing in the deck. It gets what? Snorunt, Badoo, Cleffa. But, you know, Unfair Stamp. We all know that's a great card. Can't pass that one up. So we have Rescue Board. I have Switch. We have Colress to get a Team Rockets energy. Though I think I'd rather just have Crispin. And I probably am never going to use TM Evolution in this deck. I'd rather probably just have 2 De-Evolution. And then, yes, let's go for 3 Monkey. We have 2 Night Stretcher and a Super Rod, 2 Counter Catcher, 4 Arven, 4 Iono, Rescue Board, and ABC. I really only like Neutralization Zone in decks that have some sort of mill or discard aspect. So like Wug Trio, 100% you play it in there. But we have Artazon. What should we play with a youngster? Who wants to see me play with a youngster? I think we play with a youngster. And maybe like an Ursaluna or something. Or a Defiance Band. Ursaluna or Defiance Band. Let's try that. Let's try a Defiance Band. Let's see how this goes. I'm not confident, but, you know, that's fine. And this will be the prediction game. As soon as we see what we're facing, I will end the prediction. And Erich, oh, just you wait. Yeah, again, that's why I never put Ursaluna in my deck. It's like you're always guaranteed to start Ursaluna. Yeah, do you want me to... Would you rather I play with a schoolgirl, a schoolboy, or a youngster? Because I enjoy playing with schoolboys and schoolgirls too. All three? All three at once? Well, I can only play with 2 of them at once, even if I use Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, a threesome with Lieutenant Surge. And a schoolboy and a schoolgirl. All right, well, we got the Badoo start and the Fezandipity backup. And the more that I think about this, hey, we got the youngster. We're playing with the youngster today. And there's a Defiance Man. All right. So it's more likely that you're going to play a deck with Spidops that doesn't have Mewtwo than a deck with Mewtwo that doesn't have Spidops, right? Of course, I have 2 Artazon, 4 Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Ball, and we're facing Gardevoir and we don't get a Monkey Dory attach and they just have everything. But, like, I don't understand how Spidops is so low. You would play Spidops. Spidops has more use than Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Team Rocket's Mewtwo is only going to be played with Spidops. You're not playing Mewtwo without Spidops. You can play Spidops without Mewtwo. Like, Spidops goes into every Team Rocket stack. What is happening? That is so weird. And Josh, no, I've agreed to never say that name aloud. Oh yeah, I should I ended the prediction. It actually ended on its own. Perfect timing. All right, well, they gave me a Fartazon, so that's good. And then they can't rare candy. They're big sad right now. And then we definitely youngster. I enjoy playing with youngsters. And what do you mean big LOL? Oh my god, PDCGL. We're just playing a Monkey Dory Badoo deck right now. This is just a good old Monkey Dory Badoo. But again, the nice thing is that my opponent can't rare candy into Gardevoir. They're going to Arven for TM Evolution. And, oh, yep, they just get the Mind Bend just like that. Cool, love that. Stonejourner VMAX deck. Wait, why are they... Okay, I guess they just wanted to prevent the shenanigans. That's fine. So let's send up the Monkey Dory. I can always attack with Badoo again, but I feel like I don't want to Badoo that. So let's go... I mean, what are they gonna do? Nothing, right? They got nothing. We're gonna Iono first and then see what happens here. Because if they hit into anybody, that kind of is good, right? It's kind of not a bad thing if they hit into us. So let's go. We have no supporter, so we thin our deck of Pokemon first. Let's go get a Grimer. Let's get Grimy, baby. Oh yeah, rub your grime all over me, baby. Okay, so how many Froslass we got? We got 2. The question is, do I want to get a Froslass? I think I do want to get double Froslass. That seems like it could be funny. Right? We just go flip the script. That's pretty good. And then Defiance Band on you. Defiance Band on you, and then we pass. Again, maybe I should have, gotten the Badoo out there just to prevent them from getting a Gardevoir this turn. But they would need a lot to do anything too crazy, right? Oh, crap, they're going to do it. They're already prepping. Oh, they got the darkness. Gardevoir always gets it. It's like anyone with I Am Legend's mom. They always get it. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe they're not going to get it. Because how many rare... Oh my god, they got it. How many rare candies is Gardevoir playing these days? It's just 2, right? Please tell me it's just 2 and they prize both of them and they hate life and they wish that they were Trust Your Pilot, because then they would have nice feet, which they are currently lacking at the moment. Good. I think that means they don't got it. And imagine voting against Monkey Dory Badoo deck. Who could Badoo such a thing? Yeah, they just want to get the psychic energy in the discard pile. Okay, so they are not expecting... They're not expecting what's probably going to end up happening, right? We just go for the muck. If we get the muck, we win. If I can get muck, that's GG. Ah, crap. Ah, yep, we just got to get some muck. I just got to muck in my pants. We did not get a muck. But I am definitely running a muck. How did we get nothing? How do we keep getting nothing all day? All right, so let's... I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do. We are kind of at their mercy right now. They're just going to be able to choose their target with Screamtail. So, like, I could switch into a Snorunt. It doesn't matter. Whatever they want to do, we just kind of got to sit back and let them do it to us. Yeah, so what they're doing is they're just getting more damage on the board so they can retreat the Monkey Dory, Adrenabrain, do some things. But I guess this means the Snorunt's surviving. Oh, are they just going to go for the monkey? Because this is definitely a win condition here. If I just Arven... Okay. That's fine. That actually really helps. And the damage counter is not where it should be. All right. Well, let's go. God, this game sucks. Okay. We're going to Arven for... Wait, do we have Psychic Energy in there? We do not. Do we have an Ultra Ball? We do. So let's get Rescue Board and Ultra Ball. Or maybe I should get Unfair Stamp because we don't have anything for next turn. Ah, we'll be fine. We will be fine. We will be fine. And then we'll just knock out the active Funky Dory. All right, so how much damage does the dude do? It does like 100 million. Seems like a reasonable amount. So let's get rid of Ultra Ball away, the Artazon, and the... let's get rid of the Darkness Energy. And we just go for the Muck. Okay. So then retreat, Muck. Oh, right. I forgot that I didn't need to do that. But I think we just still put all the damage on the active. Just because that prevents them from doing any Monkey Dory shenanigans. Oh, man. Yeah, we needed to Arven and Countercatcher a Gardevoir that turn, but we didn't have the combo. We needed a Muck or an Ultra Ball in the hand to go get the Countercatcher, but we didn't have the Countercatcher. We had none of the pieces we actually needed. So they're in a situation where if they knew my hand, they would probably go for the Pheasantipity here. But they're probably assuming that I have like a supporter or an Unfair Stamp. But again, they are a Gardevoir player, so maybe that's giving them a little bit too much credit. And yes, I hate Gardevoir play. We all hate Gardevoir players here. They play way too slowly. Yes, our timers are very close, but see, they're stopping to think. That's the main... Ooh, they got a Pheasantipity. You know, it'd be really cool if I could get some Froslass. That would, you know, kind of help out a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's what the pause was. They were waiting to see my hand. And then, of course, we get, you know, the Countercatcher, and we could have brought up the Guardy and won the game. So maybe we go for, like, a Sudowoodo. Because if I could have put... Or not a Sudowoodo, the other thing. The Maractus. Because I could have put a Maractus in this deck and brought up a Pheasantipity, but then it's like, what's the point of Muck? What's the point of Muck if you're just going to play Maractus. And Maractus doesn't really see a ton of play until next week when Air Balloon's out, because the Maractus has a 2 retreat cost, so you put the Air Balloon on it, that reduces the retreat cost. And Stellarfish? No, because they're probably subbed to me because they're not a fake fan. You know, true fans are subscribed to me. Fake fans, I mean, it's literally Prime Day. It's $5. If it was $5 for me to sub to Prime, and then you get a free sub, and it's not Subway, it's the better kind of sub. No, true fans are subscribed to me. I was poking fun at you because you're not subbed to me. Who do you think they're going for? I think they're going for a Snorunt. Or okay, that was actually my first pick, but I was trying to masterfully bait them. It did not work. Okay. This is fine. We just okay, so let's countercatcher the Guardy. Let's just see what happens. Right? Let's see how this plays out. I don't want the Snorunt. I think we Artazon for another monkey. Unless I want the Grimer. I think we want another monkey. Because we're definitely going to get some We're definitely going to get some freaking Froslass this turn. God, could you imagine if we don't get a freaking Froslass? At least I'm subbed on you. Yeah, you're probably only subbed to like one of my 3 channels. True fans are subbed to all 3 channels. You know, it's just like how true fans of For the Win are subscribed to his TCG Pocket channel. Oh, we got double Frost. I told you, we're getting double Froslass. You only got 1 Monkey Dory. Here we go. Apparently, Muck. Oh, man. Press 1 if Muck makes you all gooped up. Oh, God. Press 1 if you're all gooped up. Seabass, you are the fakest of fans because you let someone gift you a sub. You have just made Never Gonna Let You Down more of a fan by existing, though. And Shiny Ray, damn straight. So they can't do anything now unless they have a switch card. This is why I liked Muck. Yeah, see, Seabass? You know, you'll only be a true fan if you come back in a month and a day and you pay for a sub. Well, like, Muck has some things, right? It's a secret. It's definitely a secret. Yeah, and this is really cool because they overplayed their hand. I'm out here about to knock out a Guardy, and that's actually kind of bad. I don't think I want to do that. I probably just want to knock out the Curlia, right? I countercatcher, assuming I have a countercatcher left, I should. We go Arven, countercatcher the Curlia. We don't have a countercatcher, that's fine. I didn't want one anyways. I didn't want to. That's the thing. I didn't even want a countercatcher. See, you've been piloted. I didn't even want a countercatcher. So let's go. I can't knock out the Curlia. Oh no, I've done something terrible. And Razor, I got rid of it because people were sending me funny things. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then. Unfortunately, I have to take a knockout here. Though, I mean, I don't have to. I don't have to. Maybe I should have gotten that switch and, like, attacked with Monkey Dory. You know what? Let's go for the gooped up. They're probably going to get another Monkey Dory. But, you know, I want to see. Right, I want to advance the game. I think playing it safe would end up being a mistake. And that's pretty good. But Razor, you can go to my Blue Sky account. And the code's there. Or just, you know, go to the TCG Pocket account on Twitter and it's there. Or the Discord, the TCG Pocket chat on Discord. I think it's probably like the most recent message. And they got a Monkey Dory. Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Oh, wait. They're locking themselves into a single Gardevoir for the rest of the game. Interesting decision. Very, risky. I think they're just going to go for a double Froslass KO here, or maybe the Pheasant Skibidi. But they could... Oh no, they can't take a double Froslass KO. They can almost take a double Froslass KO. Or they can knock out a Monkey Dory and a Monkey Dory. Okay. I see what they're doing, but I can just gooped up the Pheasantipity if they do that. It's Cradilly, but bad? Yeah, pretty much. So it's Cradilly, but bad. Yeah, kinda. So there's the Guardy. Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. Oh, wow, that's bad. Okay, not as bad. Still not good. So Shaman is getting knocked out. Actually, we are going to be tied on prizes. They knocked out double Monkey Dory. I do have the Muck. But there's also the Pheasantipity just kind of chilling like a villain there. So we're tied on prizes. I don't think I can knock out anybody. I don't think I can knock out anybody. Okay, what do we got? We got a Grimer. We can't put a Badoo or anything into play. We can't really put a Snorunt down either. Do I have a Night Stretcher? I guess not. All right, so let's go De-Evolution. I guess on you. I don't think we can win this one. Starting to think we can't win this game. Ooh, that'll help. Oh, God. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We go Super Rod, a Monkey Dory, and 2 Darkness. Easy peasy. Artazon for the Monkey Dory. Forgot to get rid of the Poffin. That's my bad. And then we stamp them to 2. Okay, what the hell is this crap? And then we go flip the script. What the hell is this garbage? Okay, totally fine, totally fine. Then we just go retreat into the muck. Lead HQ. Get them all gooped up. Oh, that's a knockout. Crap. I think that's probably GG because it was a knockout. If it wasn't a knockout, we might have had a chance. But I'm pretty sure that's just going to be it. Because they have Pheasantipity. We all know that Iono and Unfair Stamper lies. Yeah, there's the Artazon. They can heal 60. The Pheasantipity will survive. So they have to get a Screamtail. They have to get Night Stretcher or Super Rod. It's very obvious that they probably will. They just use Guardy. Well, no, they have to take 2 prizes. So they have to get Counter Catcher, Knockout with Guardy, or they have to get a Night Stretcher or Super Rod. So it's not guaranteed that they win. It's just if they have another Screamtail, then we're screwed. Or if they have a Gust card, we're screwed. So I would conservatively put us at like a 33% win rate right now. The fact that they just failed the Artazon is either really good or really bad. They are down 2 Counter Catcher. And a Night Stretcher and a Super Rod. And, you know, the Screamtail and Drifloon, that... I'd say we're at like a conservative 45% right now. No, they need another monkey and a Darkness Energy. The longer they take, the more our percent is rising. Oh, it's like me after watching a Lopunny use Sweet Kiss, am I right? I'm rising. Wait, what? Wait, what? They had it. The Screamtail wins them the game. Did they not? I don't think they saw. Oh, I don't think they saw it. They did not see it. They did not see it. Okay, well, that sucks. They had it with the Night Stretcher. See, again, this is what happens when you face Trust Your Pilot. You get all gooped up. Because they're 10 short right now, right? Yeah, they're 10 short on the Froslass. This is interesting. Yeah, there's like, I don't know how to face. I'm all gooped up. What do I do? What, you mean Guardy players that take 12 minutes to win? Again, it's not their fault, but wait until you face Gardevoir Jellicent with Mystery Garden. Because every single turn, they're going to be retreating. Because you get 2 Jellicent in play, and then you just retreat your Jellicent, and you heal them with Monkey Dory. Oh, they got super cheesed out of this one. And that's game. We win. See, I told you they were here. I told you they were here. They definitely bet on Trust Your Pilot winning. And then we go, oh, I'm all gooped up, baby. Hey, I could have made a mistake. I made 0 mistakes that game. It was only fair that they did one. Would you look at that? What we've learned so far is that I was right. You know, I was right not to feature. I haven't even made it to Master League yet. I got to fix that. You know, Spiritomb Froslass, not worth making a video on. Muck Froslass, I'd rather just be Spiritomb Froslass. Wait until you find out about Axe Blast. Bruh. That's what everyone here is thinking. Bruh. You threw, bruh. I don't think is there anything else that's interesting that I have? I mean, the attack name for Jellicent DX is terrible. It's just Power Press. The ability is Oceanic Curse, which is slightly more interesting, but Power Press, that's such a... Goes from Oceanic Gloom to Power Press. It's Grimmsnarl, by the way. And then, yeah, the Reunique... Oh, God. The Reunique list, this is definitely a road deck. Maybe I could have put Tortuga in the new decks video, but I'll put, like, Superior in the new decks, even though I don't think Superior's good. Like, it's pretty much just going to be Jellicent, Zekrom, and then other things that somewhat exist. All right, well, let's play with our balls. Do I have a Latios? We do have a Latios. I think we kind of have to... Well, hang on, what else we got? What else we got in this deck? We have 2 switches, so maybe we just hit him with the Grimer. We just go Grimer, Booster... And then next turn we do a bunch of things. All right, so Toxic Powder. There we go, end turn. So it's a good card. Again, it can do 280 like Typhlosion. But you put a Lily's Clefairy in the deck. It can one-shot dragons, though it's not an evolution, but the way the math works, it's fine. I can't believe how bad Black Bolt and White Flares. You're giving us 172 cards, and like this is almost a top 10 card. Like this is a top 20 card. Well, I mean, it's not a top 10, but like this is one of the top cards in the set. And like, yeah, it's cool, and Ignition Energy makes it better, but like this should be like, if they put a lot of work into the competitive side, this should be like a top 30 card, top 40 card, not a top 15. I hate how much unplayable junk is in the sets that they're releasing. It should not be 10% of a set is playable cards. It should be 25% is playable. And even that's kind of sad. Like this Volcarona, I'm going to have to make a deck with this just to fill the 2.5-month gap between good sets. Or, between sets. Like, yeah, I know Magmortar exists, and you can play with Charizard, and I have a Ceruledge deck built with Volcarona. But this shouldn't even be something that I have to build a deck on. But I'm going to have to, because this is actually something that's playable. Feel bad for me by giving me money, please. Well, I was going to, there's a trolley. I was going to Iono, but I don't think we're going to do that anymore. So let's get a Funky Monkey. We don't want Volcanion. I guess I just get the Grimer, because I want to item lock them. I know they have Spike Myth, but I want to item lock them. I guess. I don't know. Why am I doing that? Who knows? I make questionable decisions every day. We're gonna do the crazy thing. We're doing the crazy thing, everybody. I haven't done this in a very long time. That's what I'm saying. That's Black Bolt and White Flare for you. Is you look at a Black Bolt and White Flare card, you can pretty much, for 165 of the cards in Black Bolt and White Flare, you can look at them and say, yeah, that card exists, but there's a better one over here that already exists. So yes, stage 1, but Volcanion has to be in the active. This can be anywhere. But it's like, we don't have like a fire patch, or we don't have, you know, we don't have, like we have Mela, I guess. And Ryusham, I am the Rogue Master. Okay, I am the Rogue Master. Yeah, Blaziken EX, there's an option. And, like, I look at sets. I get excited for sets. I'm not excited for Black Bolt and White Flare. There's just no room for whacking off. I cannot whack off hard enough here. And all I want to do is whack off in front of people. And Seabass, is there some? Are you mentally unwell? Are you mentally unwell? Is that why you're doing that? And Walking Plane, you watch Trust Your Pilot's video. You're a real fart smeller. All right, well, let's see what we got. I think I only have the one Monkey Dory, right? Yeah, we have Pecharunt. We have, I guess, another Grimer. Why do I have so many Grimer? Because how else am I supposed to get gooped up, baby? Oh, yeah, goop me up, baby. Yeah, shut up, Meg. All right, so we can't get... I forgot to check for the thingy thing. That's fine. But let's go Arven for Mochi, and I mean, I could countercatcher a Monkey Dory. Do I countercatcher a Monkey Dory? No, I think we just keep it trapped. We just go Mochi, gooped up. And see what happens. So I can use Hazardous Venom for a knockout next turn because it's poisoned and confused. So that will be 2 hundo on it, which is really, or actually more than to be 240 because I'm poisoned. But I do wish this Darkness Energy was here on this Monkey Dory. And I kind of wish this Latios was not on the field. And I kind of wish I had 2 Monkey Dory. And yeah, the Latios, that was an oopsie. Bad quality? What do you mean, what deck is this? It's very obvious what deck this is. This is clearly a Team Rocket's Muck, Brute Bonnet, Latios, Monkey Dory deck. It could not be more obvious. I was hoping they whiffed a Darkness Energy. All right, so I think we lose because I don't have enough Monkey Dory. I will start a prediction. We will, again, go through the list. We'll check it twice. We'll be like Santa Claus. And ADC, I already made that joke. You're too late. You're unfunny. You're unfunny, ADC. You're not even subbed. That's the funniest thing about you is you're not giving money to Trust Your Pilot for being awesome. There we go. Get wrecked. And there we go. Thank you. See, it always works bullying people. Bullying people always works, in my experience. So we'll go Ultra Ball away. These two, I'm assuming I have lots of recovery cards. I'm hoping I have lots of recovery cards. And the Baby Pecharunt, I think, is just a better Team Rocket's Muck, because the Baby Pecharunt poisons and prevents retreating as well. Oh, God. How the hell did I get nothing again? All right, well, in case they try to get cheeky, I guess we do this. And then we go Hazardous. Wait, why was I only doing 140? They weren't they confused and poisoned? Or was that because I thought they were confused and poisoned? Yeah, they were poisoned and confused because they punched themselves in the balls. So why was I only doing 140? Yeah, the only explanation is that it was a bug because they were in the process of conceding for each special condition. So that must have been, yeah, it must have been as they were conceding, I clicked on it, and there's like that 5-second delay because PDCGL is a well-made game. That would be my guess. All right, so I mean, we have 2 reversal. We don't need 2 reversal in this deck. What the hell am I thinking? We're getting reversal out of here. We're going to have that and that. 2 Monkey Dory. Yeah, let's cut the Latios. Let's just go for Darkness. I mean, I feel like a Crispin might actually be better. Yeah, Surfer. Team Rocket's yeah, let's get rid of Giovanni and let's go for a Surfer. Let's be a butthole Surfer here. Mods, please get rid of Walking Plane for being toxic. Yeah, I guess we go Rescue Board. But I feel like if you have Volcanion, you need the... I don't know. I feel like I'm too all over the place. But, like, look at this guy. 10 damage, poisons, can't retreat. This guy, 40, can't retreat in Confusion. I don't know. This deck kind of seems worse than I originally thought. I'm not saying this deck looked good early on, but it seems worse than maybe I... Yeah, you need Black Bull Volcarona, definitely. So maybe we go like 3 and then 2 Psychic and then Crispin, but then I'm just... but yeah, so I think we get rid of the Volcanion and then we go Crispin. Yeah, yeesh. I don't know. Oh, what do you mean was there ever a good Alolan Muck? Jordan, you must be a new player. Go all. What do you mean? There was an amazing one. Well, amazing depending how you look at it. But yes, this was the best Alolan Muck. Basic Pokemon have no abilities. The crazy thing is that this was not played when it first came out because basic Pokemon didn't really have crazy abilities. It was most likely just you had Tapu Lele, and that was about it. It was like, oh, Tapu Lele is like the only good basic Pokemon. Then we got to Denny and all that. Oh, okay, yeah. So this card was heavily played back in the day. Heavily played, but it ironically was not played early on in the back in the day. And Ginkgo, we'll have to, you know, maybe we'll check, but yeah, there's always been issues with confusion in TCG Live. Like, it's either they will be confused and the animation won't be there, or the animation will be there when they're not confused. I think it's the animation will be there when they're not confused, because PTCGL is a well-made game. Look at this great starting hand, everybody. Yeah, you know, then we got to Denny and just any basic Pokemon, so it's crazy. You know, an expanded Shadow Rider with a Alolan Muck. Oh, geez. I think next turn we're just going to have to go get a Cleffa. And backwall, well, they weren't leaks, right? They were just like, hey, Mega Pokemon are coming. I wouldn't necessarily call them leaks. It was like 144p zoomed out that you can't really tell what anything is. The only thing I could tell was that Mawile had 270 hit points, which is really sad. And that's about it. But they should maybe potentially be revealed on Thursday, because that's our next big event for Mega Evolution. That's what they teased in the trailers. Like, stay tuned, July 10th, more information on Mega Evolution. Get your butts puckered. Anything from the trolley, dears? Anything from the trolley? All right, so this is Typhlosion. How do we win this matchup against Typhlosion? Trust your pilot needs to know. All right, so we go Grimer, Pecharunt, Brute Bonnet, Badoo, and boy, just another Grimer. Okay. Yup. We go switch into Badoo. Don't worry, I have a plan, everybody. Trust your pilot has a plan. That means nothing will ever go wrong. When trust your pilot has a plan, that's when you know things are going to go A-okay. Yeah, this is Latias. It's not Latios, it's Latias. And yes, you can easily do 300 damage turn one. You just basically pair this with Ho-Oh and then the Latios that, you know, when you switch Mega Latios into the active or whatever, you can move all the energy to it. So you just play this with Ho-Oh EX and some Psychic Energy or Prism Energy or something, and you are doing 300 damage every turn. That's cool. Except that 300 damage isn't necessarily enough, which is kind of sad to say. So, like, yes, I can build a deck around this. I can build a pretty successful deck around this. The problem is that it's a dragon and it gets absolutely destroyed by Lily's Clefairy. So they just need to take 2 knockouts with Lily's Clefairy and oops, you lose the game. All right, there. Let's get all gooped up. And then Adrenabrain. I think we Adrenabrain to the Victini, right? Because the Victini, I mean, doesn't really do much. Oh, yep. Isn't PTCGL a well-made game? So let's get... Now, this is the question I have to ask myself. Whose balls do I have to tickle to get an unfair stamp around here? So we prized... Oh, no, the Precious Trolley's the A-Spec. Let's go for... I guess... Nest Ball for Pheasantseebity. So they'll go get Ethan's Adventure. They will be able to attack with Typhlosion. I think this is just going to be binding Mochi the Badoo and then attach to the Pecharunt? Now, we'll attach to the muck in case I ever have to play with my balls. Because Clefairy only has 190 hit points. You don't need to do... Clefairy already gets enough damage against it. But that's the problem, is this guy gets one shot by Lily's Clefairy very easily. And then PDCGL. Oh my god, such a well-made game. Look at that poison counter on the damage counter. Such a great game. So, like, maybe you have to play Legacy Energy with Mega Latios, because then it forces them to take 3 prizes. So I'm very excited for Mega Evolution. It definitely does feel like a new era. I'm excited, but there's just so much room for imbalance. They're definitely, it seems like they're being a little bit more conservative, because 3 prizers this time around don't have GX attacks, which I kind of hate. I really like the once per game mechanic. It makes Pokemon seem really unique. And it's like, why wasn't Mega Evolution like a once per game mechanic? That would have been so cool. Like, they did GX attacks, they did V-Star powers. Mega Evolution in the games is a once per battle thing, so why not make Mega Evolution in the TCG a once per battle kind of thing? And they're just like, no, we'll just, they're just basics now, and stage 1s and stage 2s. You know, we'll make Mega Evolution special by making it not special. And Ryu, well, it's going to be just over a year. And bad quality. Yeah, well, I think because we already have that with Ace Specs, you know, we've also done it with Prism. Well, you could have one of every Prism. So it was 1 Prism per deck. So that was a little bit different. Well, looks like we gotta go get Fez and Skibidi. Yeah, right, Radiance. I knew I was forgetting something. Hey, ooh, oh, all right. Let's go Crispin for Dark Psychic. I put the Darkness into my hand. The Psychic goes on the Monkey Dory. I will Darkness Energy the active. Oh, don't want to forget this. And duped up. Jordan, no. With Jellicent and Mystery Garden in Gardevoir, games are going to take twice as long. Well, at least on PDCGL. In real life, Mystery Garden is going to be crazy. So Mystery Garden, discard, was it just any energy from your hand? I'll go grab it and we'll talk about it. I forget the exact wording. Because again, we're still 2 sets away from this damn thing. So yeah, I will have my latest Mega Evolution preview video up either Thursday or Friday, but this card is insane in Gardevoir. Discard a Psychic Energy, draw 6. No, it's any energy. So you can discard an energy in any deck, and then if you have like 1 Psychic Pokemon in a 0-card hand, you can draw, but that seems bad. Like, this card is going to... You think Gardevoir turns take a long time? Ah, crap. Already? Wait until they can draw 6 more cards every single turn. And wait until they have to Jellicent every single turn and play with their balls. All right, so let's find out. Let's find out if PDCGL is broken. Oh, see, it does work. So it must have just been the PDCGL during the concede. That must have been the entire problem. Right, let's go Perilous Jungle, Team Rocket's Energy, Fez and Skibidi. I'm starting to think this deck is terrible. If they knock out this muck, that's pretty much just game anyways. So yeah, I'm starting to think this deck is kind of trash, and I forgot to brute bonnet my muck. Yeah, Guardy's going nowhere. Guardy's getting stronger. We're getting Jellicent in a week and a half, and then in 2.5 months, we're getting Mystery Garden. Games are going to take so much longer. Gardevoir just gets better. There's really no other good Psychic deck. Well, I mean, like, there's other good Psychic decks, but Gardevoir is just, like, insane. There's nothing even close. And yes, this is the prediction game, and yes, we're going to lose, and no, I should not have built this, and I apologize. Muck really only works with Froslass. And Jordan, that is a very good point. There's a very decent chance that we don't get regular EXs anymore. Like, 2 prize EXs might go away. Because they have yet to reveal any. And it's 132 cards in Mega Evolution. And it looks like we'll have, like, at least 6 to 10 Mega Evolutions. And that's, like, a decent number. Because I think Black Bolt and White Flare have 12 EXs and 172 cards. So 10 Mega Evolution EXs between 132, that's fine. Oh my god. If they just flip tails, we have a chance to win. It was that simple. You just flip tails. All right, I'm just going to concede and save. Wait, because there's no way we can win, right? I mean, I can Badoo. We're going to be at least a prize behind. Well, actually, 1, 2. Hang on. We're not completely out of it yet. We're mostly out of it yet, but we're not completely out of it. All right, so Grimer, Muck. And we play with our balls. Okay, we get rid of... I mean, Murkrow might come into play, but I'm pretty sure I have a couple things here, right? So we go Grimer. And, yeah, that's not going to help. Okay. I Team Rocket's Energy this guy. We go... I think Iono. Okay. Yep. Okay. Things are happening. And then we retreat off the Psychic. Go into you. Root Bonnet, Toxic Powder. And enter. And in bad quality game, you gotta give me the Pokédex entry. You've been here long enough. You know how that reward works. Okay, so they knock out the Pecharunt. It's if they can't get another basic, right? If they can't get another basic, then that's how we win. And I'm just kind of looking at the thing. So how does Trust Your Pilot win this one? Maybe I should have saved the Psychic Energy on the Monkey Dory because we might have to do like a Desperation butt sucking. Like they're gonna flip tails at some point, right? They have to flip tails at some point. There's no way they're gonna flip heads on every single Confusion flip. I'm going for it. I believe. Press 1 if you believe. Press 69 if you wanna, if you like Bellsprout. PP Jackson likes Bellsprout. Press 69 if you're not subscribed. Hey, Miles, you're subscribed. You're not allowed to do that. All right, so they hit me with a butt blast. I enjoyed getting my butt blasted. That's always fun. All right, we just gotta hope. That's where we're at. We're in hope territory. There's an Iono. That's good. Sure. I guess if I have to. Okay, so then Iono first. We're gonna see 7 cards. We are guaranteed to get a muck off of these. Oh crap. We are guaranteed to get a muck off of these. We're guaranteed. See, I told you, it was never in question. Why did you ever doubt me? It was never in question that we were gonna get it. I'm all gooped up. We're gonna get it. They are going to flip tails. For a time, their numbers increased explosively since the arrival of Grimer. What's a trash Pokemon? Trubbish? Like, what's their numbers increased since their population has decreased dramatically. So you think you would have to do something with Grimer. Oh, cool. You got a research. Congratulations. Does anyone have any thoughts about that? Because you'd think it was like a garbage Pokemon or just like a regular Grimer. That's not very nice. Alolan Rattata? That's a good guess, Rich. That's a good guess. Okay, I mean, if they can just suck a butt. Executor? Executor. All right, well, bad quality, give us a hint. Give us a hint. Let us know Sonos. Tell us if it's a basic, a stage 1, a stage 2, its type. Give us something. Oh my god. This is not fair. I do not deserve to be treated like this. I am a streamer. I demand respect. You must respect me like I respect I Am Legend's mom twice a night. All right. Well, yeah, let's go get Muck. Yes, we have that available to us. I have very low expectations. All right, so we bring up this guy. And then Pheasant, Skibidi. We don't really need anything. We're just trying to hopefully get a de-evolution, which we didn't get. But we can poison them. We can set up a de-evolution. Hopefully they don't have Ursaluna. There's another monkey, which I don't think I need. I don't think Monkey Dory actually matters in this matchup anymore, but we do kind of need to thin the deck to get to a card we need. So let's do that. And then in case they have something, I think we have to put you down. All right, let's get all gooped up, baby. They have bench locked themselves. We can win. All right, why did I put the Binding Mochi on the Muck? Because now I can't attach the de-evolution. Whoopsies. My bad. All right, so... Wait, if I bring up a Jercloak... Yeah, so I think maybe if I bring up a Jercloak, then we can do some de-evolution stuff there. Oh god, they're going to try to flip through Confusion again. They're going to get... No, you can't do this! You can't do this to me, Nat. I thought we had something special. You can't go 4-0 on Confusion flips. That's the whole point of this deck, is that you don't go do that. Yeah, I think like Handy Fan would be really good with Muck. You could just play Muck for Team Rocket's Energy, Muck, and Handy Fan, and you have a deck. You know, Oh my god, they went 4-0. See, this is why I should have conceded. This is why you concede. This is why you give up when things seem difficult. And then she farts on me. The absolute disrespect of getting farted on. All right, you know what? You know what? You've awoken something inside of me after farting on me. And we're going into our evil era now. Sorry, Johto Jero, you're about to experience a pounding from Trust Your Pilot. I'm about to pound you into the ground. Press 1 if you want me to pound their butt so they never forget me. And let me just check the forums in case they announce something. Okay, so we have no one to start out with. They know what they're... Well, actually, if they're a new player, they have no idea what the hell this is. So that'll be good. We go... Wait, what's Barboach do? Hide? We got... Yeah, we got to send up the Barboach. Okay, so they're playing... What are they playing? Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks. Okay. We can win. Maybe I should have gone up with the Dunsparce since Barboach has a 2 retreat cost, but... And this can find a friend. But I'm not Conan O'Brien. I don't need a friend. You all pay to be my friend. Alright, so that's good. The Monkey Dory is good. I would imagine this is a Froslass Monkey Dory or a Grimmsnarl Monkey Dory or a Gardevoir Monkey Dory. One of those. One of those. Definitely one of those, right? Oh, you'll see. You'll all see Titan. And it's Grimmsnarl. Alright, well that's okay. As long as they don't play anything else, we can kind of screw them over. And make them hate themselves. Which is all anyone ever wants to make happen, right? That's all anyone ever wants to happen in this world, is you just want to make your opponent hate themselves. What do you mean, why is there such a huge delay? Refresh your internet. You know, Germany doesn't have many hotspots. It has lots of germs. It's because you're in Germany. I'm not dropping frames. They are not my pants. They are not dropped right now. They gave me a Artazon. That's amazing. They are not prepared for what's about to befall them. And again, the things that are going to be befalling are not pants. Okay, well, I think we still use Xerosic, right? We go... Okay, so I have to get used to this. I think we go Cetoddle first. And then, does this deck have Buddy-Buddy Poffin or anything? It does. Okay, so then I think we just go and get another Cetoddle? Yeah, let's just get double Cetoddle. Nelly Furtado, and then we Xerosic them. What do you mean? Of course, obviously this is Cetitan. What do you mean, what deck is this? Obviously it's Cetitan. How could this be anything other than Cetitan? Alright, so got rid of Spike Myth and the thingy thing, and then we just go end turn. And we win. That's all that needs to happen, though we might get screwed over here by Monkey Dory and stuff. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do against Monkey Dory. I'll be completely honest about that one. This feels like not the best matchup, though Picnic Basket might help. And if I can, like, bring up a Froslass or something, that might also be good. Okay, I have no one with abilities right now, so they're just going to have to prep their Monkey Dory. I can't remember how much it does. I think... So, Reversal's 3. I believe I have... Okay, thank you. I believe we can get rid of, what, 18 cards? So we have to wait until they get 18 cards left? Yeah, what deck is... What are these Cetoddles? What deck is this? It's a Titan, obviously. Jeez. All right, I think once they have 16 cards left in deck, I think that's how we win. I believe. So it's going to be a bit of a wait here, and this doesn't seem like a very good matchup. All right, well, let's go attach to you. We're going to Iono. They probably think I'm doing them a favor. Little do they know it's a poor favor. Get it? Because it's like por favor, but like a poor favor. All right, so then we go to Dunsparce. That's pretty good. And Artazon for another Dunsparce, because we can do some things next turn. I would have liked to have gotten us a Cetitan, and we're going to keep the Whiscash from them. We don't want them to whiz all over us quite yet. I don't mind if we whiz all over them, but we gotta make them beg for it. You know, you don't want to just whiz all over someone all willy-nilly. There has to be some build-up. Yeah, it's like that was the alternate cut of the Dark Knight. Instead of the Joker lighting the money on fire, he whizzes all over it. And that didn't play well with test audiences. So they decided he should light it up instead of whizzing on the cash. This definitely does seem like an unwinnable matchup. Obviously, they're going to thin out their deck. Maybe they'll get paranoid about the Grimmsnarl. Yeah, to this damn test audiences. That would have been the optimal cut. The optimal Christopher Nolan cut. The whiz cut. You know, you've heard of the Snyder cut. This is the whiz cut. All right, are they just going for a TM evolution? That seems good. Wait, why would they be going for a TM evolution? Johto, don't do it. Don't go to Kanto. Evolve the Badoo. Yeah, it evolves into Roselia. And Merciless Gohan, damn straight. Actually, no, there's not a Tarantino movie that I've seen that I've ever liked. Oh, press 1 if you think they're going to do it. Press 2 if you think they're just masterfully baiting us. I mean, step 1 obviously is, oh, they're doing it. They're going to go for a thingy thing. We want them to go for, okay. Seems a little overkill to have triple Monkey Dory with 1 Froslass. That seems a little unnecessary in my opinion. You kind of want, 2 Froslass. Yeah, it's like the sequel to 2 Girls, 1 Cup. 3 Monkey Dory, 1 Frost. They're doing it. They're doing it. Oh, they did it. We gotta give them the what face. They're gonna concede because they knew that they couldn't trust their pilot. It's probably just a rookie mistake. It happens. But they are, they're gonna be able to do a few things here. We do have to be a little worried. All right, so we're gonna go reversal. Actually, let's go Artazon for a Dunsparce first. Artazon for Dunsparce first. And then I'm going to put reversal on the Cetoddle. Yeah, we basically just get a free turn, right? So I am going to put the Whiscash down now. And then... Okay, that didn't work. Let's go for... Actually, I think we do put the Barboach down. Nah, it's a little too early for that, right? Let's hold off. Let's go Iono. I do need to kind of learn how to play this deck a little bit. Okay, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Where the hell are all this a Titan? And they conceded. All right, well, that's fun. Imagine winning the game for doing nothing. Imagine getting all the points and you did nothing. All right, so what do we got? We got 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. We got the Scramble Switch. There's no redeemable ticket, which is a little concerning. I feel like you want like a Cleffa or something in here, right? You need something. I don't think I prized all 3 so tight. Let's get a Cleffa in here. So let's go Cleffa. Let's cut a Whiscash Do we stop taking a Whiscash? Let's cut a Whiscash, because I believe in the heart of the cards. There should probably be a redeemable ticket in here, to be completely honest, but we'll worry about that later. But this just feels like a much worse Wug Trio, right? The whole thing with Cetitan is that it can't be bossed or counter-catchered. I mean, they can still use it, they just won't activate the effect. And then you hit them with what? 4 reversals, so that's 12. And then like 6 fighting. So you're milling 18. So you only win the game when they have 18 cards left in deck, and like that's a long time. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm definitely attaching the fighting energy to the Sudowoodo because that'll allow it to retreat, obviously. Sonny, what are you doing, Sonny? Are you streaming today? What are you doing? And yes, if you haven't tuned in to the stream up until now, no stream tomorrow, no stream Thursday, probably no stream Friday. It just depends how big the Mega Evolution reveal is on Thursday. So I will stream on Saturday to make up for it. But then it's like, I'll stream Saturday and then maybe Monday, Tuesday. Sonny, I always say hi. You weren't here, you left. Like Tuesday, I will stream, even though it's a patch day. Usually I don't stream on patch days, but that's when things break and it's funny. So I'll stream on Tuesday like I normally do. Maybe we'll play TCG Masters, or maybe I'll do a Magic Draft. You know, we got lots of things. Maybe I can play TCG Pocket. There's lots of things I can do. I can entertain people even without TCG Live. Three. Oh, yeah, 3, because I'll be, yeah, because the new set, I'll be streaming the Saturday with the new set. Don't get used to it. I don't stream on... Okay, wait, what? I normally don't stream on the weekends simply because of the fact that that's when regionals happen. I don't want to stream against the regional, but my feet have been tied here. Okay. Please don't retreat your fan Rotom. This will be great, because I do 0 damage to fan Rotom. If they keep the fan Rotom in the active, we're chilling. Wait, this is turn 1? This is their first turn. That's crazy. Okay, this is good. So the fan Rotom's just kind of stuck there, and my opponent's already seen half of their deck. I believe we win unless things go terribly, terribly wrong. And that is good. So we just go for, what, double Dunsparce? I think so. I think we just get a Cetoddle. And if they go for the Cetoddle, that's fine. But quad Dunsparce seems like an absolutely goated move. And I'm just going to do nothing. They're probably going to go for Prime Catcher. I would assume like Prime Cat or like Supporter Area 0, something Area 0. Prime Catcher Area 0. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's their one Gust card. Right? They'll probably be like, oh, I'll go for Cetoddle before Cetoddle becomes a problem. But if they don't retreat and then Chen Pao... Oh, I mean, the Noctowl, too. I can bring up the Noctowl and trap that with Sudowoodo, because that resists fighting as well. Or also the Latios, that resists fighting as well. And so does the Squawkabilly. But Squawkabilly can attack, which would be bad. Oh, well, looks like they're gonna Prime Catcher and knock out my Cetoddle. I would imagine we're gonna get Dragon Headbutted. Would be my guess. And, well, it'll... 3 YouTube videos, right? It's like, yeah, you're not going to get streams, but you're going to get 3 YouTube videos in 3 days. Probably Cetoddle. Yeah, they're like, that Cetoddle's got something. Something's up with that Cetoddle. They got worried. Like, what the hell's up with that Cetoddle pilot? So yes, I'm sorry, no stream for 3 days, but 3 YouTube videos in 3 days. And that's like a lot better for me, because it means more money. Because, you know, Use guys don't give me nearly enough. All right, let's go Judge right away. All I need is counter catcher, and that's probably game. That's not a counter catcher, but that is an that's an Iono. Wow, we're not doing great. Okay, that's fine. Can I get a playable card, please? Can I get no? Those are what we don't call. Oh no, they're gonna. Okay, well I think I have to Artazon. Do I have to Artazon? I think Artazon's bad. All right, let's go Barboach. We're going to Sudowoodo. Because if I put a Cetoddle down, it does kind of force them to do something. Okay, so yeah, we'll go Artazon. They can't get rid of all of their counter-catcherable Impounder. Impounder, I hardly knew her. Right, they can definitely hit the bench, but, you know, maybe the second Sudowoodo was a little unnecessary. We're going to Impounder. We're going to CCH Pounder. Yeah, so Raging Bull, if they attach a fourth energy, they can knock out the Cetoddle. They could also... Oh, they really want that Cetoddle gone. All right. I mean, they know the strat. I'll give it to them. They definitely know what I'm trying to accomplish here. They definitely... Oh, they don't know. Oh, they've made an oopsie. They've made the biggest of oopsies. I thought they knew. They don't know. Scotty doesn't know. All right, so we attach the reversal to the Cetitan. I think I get, what, another Barboach, and we just do that for the rest of the game. So we just go Barboach. I need a counter catcher, though. Give me a counter catcher, we win the game. Thank you, that's game. All right, so I think I bring up the Latios, right? We bring up Latios, Dunsparce, and we hit him with the Impound. Because they don't have a Prime Catcher, they would have to bring up somebody. But I guess the Barboach would be bad. Yeah, they might have a Turo. But, you know, on the flip side, what we could also do... Ooh, they're helping out our cause. Is you mill like 18 cards from them. You get rid of all their cards. Oh, this is great. You mill all of their cards, and then you Sudowoodo somebody, right? So you go Impound. This is the whole strat. You Impound, and then you Xerosic when they get a big hand, and then you Scramble Switch the Cetitan onto the Whiscash. And reminder, I don't know if we have the Scramble Switch. I'm keeping that one under wraps. We will find out if the Scramble Switch is available to us when we need it. Until then, suspense time. I'm going to pretend like I'm a loose pair of pants. I'm going to keep you in suspenders. Because they're not expecting the Xerosic, that's for sure. Do we have a Whiscash in there? We don't. We just have a Cetoddle. All right, so just keep going Impound. I will let you decide. All right, I will let you decide when we Xerosic. Let me know. When should I Xerosic? At what point? How many cards in their hand do I Xerosic? Okay, there's a Sawdust Vitality. I think that means they probably don't have Turo then, right? If you're using Pal Pad this early, you probably don't have Turo. I'm also not getting energy. Yeah, there we go. I was like, why aren't I finding any energy? So... Like, if it seems like they knew the strat and then they abandoned the winning ways. It's like, oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to scramble switch and do all this. But then it just kind of seems like they decided, let's go in a different direction. You know, it's like that Hoobastank song, but the opposite. We're not going in the same direction. Why are they they're really loading up that Raging Bolt. All right, let's use it a Dunsparce just to draw some cards, because I would very much like cards. Cards are good. Yeah, but they're going in the opposite direction. We're not going in the same direction. And it's kind of crazy that Hoobastank, like everyone, if you asked a normie who plays TCG Pocket instead of live, they would say that Hoobastank was a one-hit wonder, and it was like the reason was their only song. And it's like, no, Hoobastank actually had a pretty good career. They were definitely more than a one-hit wonder, and the reason wasn't necessarily their best song. Like, it was their biggest song, but I would not call it their best song. Yeah, Xerosic now? All right, Ryuigi, you definitely paid for a subscription to me, right? You paid for a sub, so we definitely use Xerosic now, and then we just get a Whiscash, and then we win. Well, we also need other things. We also need Scramble Switch, but we'll be fine. You know, why does there only have to be one correct philosophy? Am I right? Okay, I'd like to take a whiz, please. Could you please take a whiz on me? Dunsparce. Okay, remember, we're not checking the deck until it's too late. We need to have a Whiscash and a Scramble Switch. I'm getting concerned. I have concerns that those cards are not in the deck because we have yet to see them. There's some concern that is creeping in right now. And Rich, yes, it's looking like it. It's getting to that point. The reason is 20. No, it's not. It didn't come out in 99. There's no way. I refute that. I mean, we can just win by doing this for 100 turns. So it's not 26 years. It's 21 years old. That's the German education for you. Okay, we are definitely going to get it. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm concerned. Again, I'm not checking. I refuse to check the deck, but there is concern that is happening right now. I'm getting real concerned. Okay, there's a Whiscash. That's step one. All right, let's go Poffin for a Dunsparce. We got one. I'm gonna evolve into Whiscash, and you know they'll probably see the strat here in a second. But we're 13 cards. There better be a Scramble Switch in there. Oh, please tell me there's a Scramble Switch. Maybe I think I should start attaching to the Whiscash. No, I think we have to start attaching to the Whiscash. Because we can still win with the Whiscash. I just, put all the reversals in the wrong place. Oh, no. Oh, I'm super worried right now. I know I did that in the wrong order, but I'm getting to that point right now. Uh-oh. Help? Help me, please? Somebody? I think I need some help here. I need an adult. No, we're not allowed to check, okay? I am going to get to 0 cards in deck. Well, I mean, you can't because you have the Dunsparce engine. Oh, no, please. No, it's in there. I believe. I have faith that live would not screw me over, okay? I have the faith. I have the hymn of the faith. We definitely have it, okay? We're going to get the Dunsparce. I'm surprised they haven't left yet. PDCGL is just keeping us in suspense, okay? This is all part of PDCGL's plan. Oh, dear God, we literally don't have it. What the hell? Are you freaking kidding me? How do we not have the Scramble Switch? I think we prized it in the last game, too. I don't think I saw it in that last game either. No, we definitely got it. I'm guaranteeing that we have it. There's 0 chance we don't have it right now. Could you imagine if we didn't have... Oh, good God. Please don't do this to me. I think the deck is just, at this point... Well, actually, I can land crush. I think we have to land. I think the plan is that we have to land crush. Okay? I think that is the strat, is I use land crush to knock out the baby bolt. Right? I think that's the strat. Oh, I got the best strats. I'm the best. I got the best strategery in the world. I think we also prized the other Whiscash, by the way. But it looks like our deck is just 4 to Dunsparce at this point. Yep. I think our deck is just 4 to Dunsparce. Oh, we seriously prized it. Are you? And we have no more energy either. That's my favorite part about this, is we have no more energy. So what I have to do is I have to retreat that, go Whiscash, Night Stretcher, and then we're going to knock out the baby bolt. Okay. Knock out the baby bolt, and let's Xerosic first. We have a 1 in 6 chance, though. We have a 1 in 6 chance of getting it because we can't attack with the Cetitan. I do have an attacking build of Cetitan, but we'll play that next. Oh, man. Okay, and then we go Counter Catcher, knock out the butt. Actually, maybe I should just... No, I just go for this guy. Oh, no, they can retreat it. Right, we can't. I was like, we can just go for that guy now, because they would just retreat it. And yes, I know I could have discarded 4 cards, blah, blah, blah. I'm going for the 1 in 6 chance. Because I was like, it was almost A-spec colors. Oh, we can knock out the Skibidi. It's weak to fighting. We can knock out the Skibidi. Oh, this is great. Okay, so they're giving us a chancey. We can do this, everybody. It's just going to take like 20 more minutes, but we... No! Why did you concede? Okay, but you see the strat. You load up a Cetitan with energy, they can't gust it up, and then you scramble switch all the energy from the Cetitan. So you move any amount of energy, you scramble switch to the Whiscash, and then you mill 20 cards. Erich? Well, no, because I had Iono, so I was never going to deck out. That was never a concern. Let's just use the Titan Monkey Dory. It was never a concern that I was going to deck out, because I would have just Iono'd and continued trapping and then just, use Xerosic again. But come on. Come on, PDCGL. What have I ever done to you other than complain endlessly about everything wrong with you? Oh no, my win condition was just doing the thing I was doing, right? Just use Sudowoodo to trap somebody in the active that can't attack. Because they had no way around that. I could have just done that for 20 more turns, used the Xerosic at the optimal time, and then just kept using Iono. And I also can't deck out because of Dudunsparce. So Dudunsparce is draw 3, and it puts 2 cards back in. Yeah, because it's gray hair now. Hoobastank's old. All right, well, let's Crispin. Let's get Crispy. So we Artazon for Monkey Dory, and we get Crispy. Is Citizen good? Citizen Kane? I've actually never seen Citizen Kane. It's too old. All right, well, it looks like we're going to be in some Badoo wars here. But this is totally fine, because they're not going to be able to do anything next turn. Best they can do is, like, Dusclops my Badoo or something. And this is an attacking Cetitan build. So you need to get 4 energy on this thing. It's not easy. But Heavy Baton allows you to loop attackers. Again, not easy. But we'll do the thing. All right, Monkey Dory, Crispin. There's a Boses. Odd that they went into Dreepy, right? That's a little sus. That they went into Dreepy instead of Badoo. But we go for a Funky Dory. Crispin for Darkness and Water. Darkness and Water. Oh, that's not good. It doesn't matter. We go... Wait, how many water energies does deck have? All right. And then Itchy Pollen. And Ramen, welcome in. They ditched the stamp. So I would assume their hand is Recloak and Supporter. And probably like a good Supporter. But yeah, the Recloak promotion is weird to me. That one I don't quite understand. Okay. Okay, yeah, so they had a 9. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. We got the baton. This hand is kind of butt. It's kind of cheeks. Gotta appeal to my Gen Z audience. This hand is kind of cheeks. Wow, they really high rolled that energy. All right, well, they're gonna have a bunch of Dragapult. I'm going to have Cetitan. This seems like a terrible matchup for Cetitan, doesn't it? I'm doing 280 against somebody with 320 hit points. So, like, I have to use Monkey Dory to win. And they're just going to Jet Headbutt or Dusclops next turn. I feel like we're not going to do great here. In my expert opinion, I feel like we're kind of screwed. All right, so, oh, there's no Monkey... Well, there's no Monkey Dory, so that's cool. Love that. So let's Artazon for us Cetoddle. All right, well, Heavy Baton into Arven for Turbo Energize and Ultra Ball. I mean, I have to keep the Monkey Dory, so we have to Turbo Energize with the Badoo. That doesn't seem like it's great. And I have to evolve the Cetitan, which seems real dumb. And we got to be able to play the game next turn. So yeah, we have to go get Cetitan. Otherwise, it would just get knocked out by Dusclops and Dragapult. This is not fantastic. This is the opposite of Batman. And also, losing the stadium isn't great because that's how you do 280. You discard a stadium, do 280. In Regirock's defense, this might be better, or Regirock might be better than Cetitan, because Regirock's a basic, but this can use Heavy Baton. And it has an ability that doesn't completely suck, but Regirock can use Bravery. They're bad. No, it's a community quote. You are the opposite of Batman. That's what Britta was. You're the opposite of Batman. So my Cetitan is 100% surviving this turn, which is good. I kept the Night Stretcher. And Gogeta. No, we tried Yanmega with a lot of things. Okay, when you watch the video, you watch the full stream on the VOD channel, when you Yanmega to your Regigigas 3 games in a row and you get Counter Catcher Dragapulted 3 games in a row, you give up on life. You give up on everything. And there's the Monkey Dory. That's actually fine. I would assume we prize the Monkey Dory. That would be my guess. So I have to Night Stretcher for the Monkey Dory back. And they might not. Like, they might go for a Dragon Headbutt. We know for a fact that Unfair Stamp is their ace spec and Unfair Stamp's out. But, like, we're at the end of the format. I have, what, one more stream this week. Uh-oh. Wait, why would you put Monkey Dory down? I have one more stream this week, like one stream next week before Black Bolt and White Flare. So it's, you know, we're not danger close, right? We are danger close to the new set. So I kind of winding down. I'm not really prepping any videos or anything. And they're going for a Jet Headbutt. They're not going for a jet. They're going for a phantom dive. All right. This is unfortunate because you need 4 energy and you're not very good. The other thing that sucks is the Monkey Dory puts them out of range. God, why did they have to play Dusto? Why doesn't Psyduck exist? Can we please get Psyduck? You can't tease us like this. You got to give us Psyduck, okay? Those are the rules. I just invented them, but those are the rules. God, why don't I have it? All right, so we're just going to go Night Stretcher for the Darkness Energy. And Iono, get nothing. I guess I discard the Stadium. I don't freaking know. Okay, that's pretty good. And I mean, it's not good because we don't have a Darkness Energy, but we do have these guys. And then Artazon for a monkey. We got to at least make them think that we have the monkey, right? All right, so Crushing Press. Yes, get rid of the Stadium, do 280. All right, I mean, we have the switch if they bring up the Monkey Dory. I'm not exactly ecstatic about this. Yeah, we know for a fact that Psyduck is not going to be in Black Bolt and White Flare. That is 100% confirmed. There's no Psyduck in Black Bolt and White Flare. They will have to ban Psyduck for Worlds as a result, because they would have announced a product. We're just over a month away until Worlds. If they're giving us any sort of special blister promo thing with Psyduck in it, they would have announced it by now. You know, the fact that they haven't said anything about Psyduck is kind of weird, because it's like the most impactful card in Japan. You look at lists from Japan, every list in Japan has Psyduck in it. Like, if you're a deck that gets screwed over by Dusclops and Dusknoir, like any low HP deck, you're playing Psyduck. It's more played than Shaman. And they're going to have to ban it for Worlds, like 4 months after it originally came out. That's so crazy to me. That is, like, they really dropped the ball. Like, TPCI is really dropping the ball lately, and okay. All right, that's fine. You know, the main Pokemon company is dropping the ball when it comes to giving us, you know, cards that are playable. And yeah, it's basically forcing Japanese players to relearn a brand new format. Right? They have to test a format that doesn't exist. It's just so unfair for them. Like, it is so stupidly unfair to Japanese players that they've been playing in a format with Psyduck for 3 or 4 months. And then it's like, oops, nope, you have to forget everything you've just learned. Sorry. Oopsies. We hate you. All right, well, we're still in the game, I guess. You know, we're taking prizes. We prized all of our Monkey Dory, apparently. We can... I mean, I don't think they're taking a knockout this turn. We can just counter in. They're definitely saving this guy up. They're playing it correctly, right? Just bounce around. Cetitan sucks. It does 280. You know, Seismitoad's better. But I'm definitely going to need all of my diehard viewers to back me up in the Road Decks video and be like, Pilot, you're so cool. We're so proud of you for making a video, even though the set sucks. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to unzip my pants in the morning to whip my deck out. You truly are the #1 PTCGL player of 2022. Because I get a lot of, you know, non-fans, you know, like they're like Dawn fans, but they're non-fans. I get a lot of those in my like preview videos because it's people who ignore the gameplay videos and they're just like, I just want to learn about the new set and then complain about it. And then it's like, no, that's my job. So I need you to back me up. Yeah, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have known how bad the set is. You're welcome. Oh, crap. So that's bad. I also can't put the other Monkey Dory in play. Interesting. Wait, that's a very interesting... Okay. So... But they... What? I guess they have a second Turo? Sometimes these decks have 2 Turos in them. But this is the last game of the stream. So I think for Saturday's stream, it'll just be more random decks. I have quite a few. I might test out like Arbok. Maybe like Arbok will be the opener, and then we'll switch it up from there. All right, there's a Luminous. That's fine. Let's go Adrenabrain. 1, 2, 3. Crushing Press. Because I don't want to discard a stadium and have them do the thingy thing. I want them to earn it. Though I'm pretty sure... Oh, we can do the pink card. We can do the pink card glitch, because remember, if the octagon, if the hexagon is hiding behind the card in their hand, you can right-click on the card. And PDC Gel is a well-made game. I think Arbok Alakazam is one of them. There's like 5 different ones that I just never got around to, because I don't like it. I don't think it's that great. Right? Like, yeah, you can't play dudes with abilities. But, like, okay. Like, yeah, it's, you know, it's like, we have Psyduck at home, and it's just Arbok. We have Psyduck at home. That's basically what it is. It's basically Psyduck at home. Okay, we definitely have to do something here. There's curse. So are they just gonna knock out the monkey? That's fine. Okay. I am actually in an okay position right now. We might win the game now. This is interesting. There's a Mist Energy. That's really happy we prized that. Because now I can just knock out the Dragapult. They're not expecting me to have the stadium. We have the Mist Energy. There's a slight chance we can win, everybody. Yeah, and if they're prepping for a de-evolution, Cetoddle does have 100 hit points. They are not expecting me to knock out the Dragapult right now. They played this really weirdly. I think we can agree. What is going on? What is going on with this? Let's see what we got. I'm not putting anything into play, don't worry. But look at all these. How many supporters do I have? How many? I have Maximum Belt. I have everything in the deck. All right, so we don't want to get rid of the counter gain because we might need that to knock out somebody else. Counter catcher is also, and counter gain would be useless anyways because we're winning. Wow, we prized a lot of energy. We prized Mist, Jet, Water. I think we prized the counter gain. We prized the Monkey Dory. And it's got its stompers out. Look at that. Look at those feet. It's like, look at my feet. Look at my feet. Look at my feet. I mean, they have to get a Dragapult. They have to attack this turn. They don't put any damage on my bench Cetitan, which is nice. And they can't bosses. Ooh, there's the Maximum Belt. Oh, that would be perfect if I didn't have a Heavy Baton on the active. But we definitely just attached the Maximum Belt because Tool Scrapper don't exist yet. How much do you want to bet they're going to use Counter Catcher here? Press 1 if you think we're about to get Counter Catchered. Because they can still activate Counter Catcher, it just won't do anything. That is the very important distinction, is that it's whenever your opponent plays an item or support or prevent all effects. So it's like how you can still use Night Stretcher when Toedscruel is in play. It's just the effect won't resolve. So they can still use it, they just can't do it. No one has any faith in my opponent. All right, so they could do nothing. Doing nothing is a potential strat that they have access to. But I definitely think they're prepping for like a counter catcher on this Cetitan, and then they're going to be they're sorely mistaken. Otherwise, their best bet is to just Monkey Dory twice and don't let Heavy Baton activate. So their best bet here is to not attack. That would be their absolutely smartest play, is just don't... Okay, well, they don't see it. What they should have done here is nothing. Yeah, when they didn't, they panicked. I mean, I've made worse mistakes. But my opponent has lost the game if they attacked right now, right? Because they're going to be... Well, if they get another Monkey Dory... If they get another Monkey Dory, they can win. If they get a Duskull, they can win. So they were going the opposite direction. But if I can get a Stadium, then they're 100% screwed. They can't devolve because I got Mist Energy. So we are safe there. I know it's hard to see. It's like this little tiny thing right there. You got the little tiny Mist Energy. They're just a little tiny Mist Energy. You might say you missed. You might say you missed that energy. Oh, yeah, you're right, You are 100% correct. And I am 75% 1, 2, sure. Yeah, you're correct, Ryuigi. Yeah, well, no, because I could have won, right? I could have believed in the heart of the cards. You never know. Can we get a supporter? Does that do anything? Counter catcher, Heavy Baton, counter gain. Hang on. No, I'm gonna need an energy. I think I'd go get Earthen Vessel. Yeah, we get Evolution and Earthen Vessel. So yes, you were more correct than me. I apologize. You were right. So if they get a Monkey Dory, they win. If they don't get a Monkey Dory, they lose. Because, yeah, de-evolution won't do anything. It's just second Monkey Dory and a Luminous Energy. They're down 2 Luminous. They're down 3 Luminous, so it's very unlikely. I would say they're not going to be able to do it. If they could have put down... Oh, no, if they put down a Duskull, they wouldn't have had it. They are currently 10 damage short. Ironically, if they retreat into Pheasantipity, they could buy themselves a turn and then attack with a fresh Dragapult. There's an Iono. Okay. I mean, there's no way they can get a Monkey Dory energy off of one. Finally. Oh, right. They didn't Dracloak. They had yet to Dracloak. They can still do it. They need to get the craziest Iono to 1 in history. The self Iono to 1. Sorry. Not even an Iono to 1, but a self Iono to 1. What, because I got my mouth is always open when there's feet nearby? Is that what you're saying? Is that where the resemblance comes from? They're under 5. They're 10 minutes. Their timer is 10 minutes lower than mine. 10 minutes. Jamming Tower? Ah, joke's on you. Wait, how does that work? So they overthunked themselves there. They pulled a pilot. They overthunked themselves. It's like, I'm going to shut down your maximum belt and by giving you a stadium. So yeah, they had the right idea. Right, I'll definitely give that to them. They had the right idea. I don't even need to use bosses. But let's do it. And then discard a stadium. There we go. Cetitan is better than Dragapult, confirmed. Even when I prized like 4 energy. Yeah, Shrouded Fable had 64 cards in it. So basically a third of Black Bolt and White Flare. It's a more impactful set than Black Bolt and White Flare. And that's crazy. And Merciless, well, yeah, high VOD channel. Oh, God, I got to keep these decks in here while I... Hey, we're in Eternatus ranked. Oh, we're going to make it. I have to make the push. We got to get to Master League. So we got through these ones. Hippowdon, that's a really fun one. We got a few just, yeah, Baby Thorns might be a thing. Hippowdon with Froslass could be a thing. And then I'll probably prep some Arbok. And remember when they banned Marshadow? And thank you ever for tuning in. So we will raid, who are we raiding? Let's raid Poseidon. Actually, let's raid Mediocre or Shanasty. Let's raid Shanasty. And I will see everyone on Saturday. Remember, you're probably getting 3 videos in a row. So 3 days, 3 videos. Or I guess it's She-Nasty, not Shanasty. I will see you all on Saturday. Make sure you like and give me all your money.